Yes. I mean, I don't know. This is you put it in the computer. Because this one gonna be. Thank you. You welcome. It was good. The logo time. Not just good. Oh my, understand. Hey, hey, hey. Facebook, come over to YouTube so I can see your name. It says Facebook user. Um, YouTube, so I can't see your name. So, hey, Facebook user, but if you come over to YouTube, I can see your name. It says hi. I don't know who said hi. It's from Facebook. Yep, we back. Hey, Nicole. About to do some Photoshop training in a little bit. I'll put my music on. Let's see. Look at she put in. She, she cold. Yeah, she freezing. She anemic. Shit. She look- Oh, I don't know. Hi, Patrice in the bushes. We're gonna learn Photoshop. Yep, Judy. Yep. I told you it was going to be cold. Yes, freezing.
All
Judy
right,
said,
so
hey,
we're gonna switch
Patrice.
gears, everybody. We're gonna go ahead and do the blame.
Oh,
As you guys know, I am Erica Kane. I am the admin with Innate Facebook group. And, you know, I'm going to show
so
you
we're
how
gonna do blue
I
first and Photoshop
would add
next.
bling to sublimation. So right now, I'm gonna pass out the what kit that we have. Not the little kit. Not the little kit. Okay, so that is the tray, or you can use, you know, the tape or whatever. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that. This would be the pick-me-up tool. You will use the wax end or the hard tip to turn the stones over. And these are the hot fix rhinestones, 80 crystal, SS10. And you can find that on my website at perfectcombinationdesign.com.
Today.
I already have some pre-cut parts for you that I cut out in silhouette. That is called the, I don't think the name, but that's your transfer sheet for your tape. This is your transfer, and this is your transfer tape. And these are your rhinestone brushes. Here you go. So I'm going to show you my way on how to do this. And again, it's quick and easy. Please do not go ahead if you know how to stone already, because I'll make you stop. Oh, okay.
We had a different class logos on.
So basically, how the heart is created is an SVG. You can take any SVG and the flock and cut it out on your Cricut or on your silhouette cameo. Okay. So once you go ahead and do it, you can take this off, take your transfer sheet, and put it onto your, we're going to say tray. Just lay it flat. And just make sure you smooth it down. Make sure all the corners is down intact, because as soon as you start brushing your stones, you don't want the stone to seep in between it. Okay. So the next thing you're going to go ahead and do, get your rhinestones, and you can just pour it on top of the stone. You can just put a whole bag on top of it, just like that. If you need some more stones, just let me know. It don't have to be perfect, just pour it on there. Okay, so it's two ways that I do it: if I'm in a hurry or if I, take time. But with your brushes, you can go in a circular motion, left to right. But if you're in a rush, I just go ahead and take my hand and go ahead and do the circular motion, right to left, left to right. So go ahead and take your brush, right to left in a circular motion, left to right. And that is how the stone is going to automatically turn over into the mold. So when you do it, make a circular motion. Either right to left or left to right. Okay, so just say, for instance, you have filled out all of your holes. Just go ahead and brush it off, either to the left or to the right, or up or down. Now, with the solid colors, it might look like all the stones is clear, but normally what I do is I just rub my finger lightly across it. Well, you still have stones on it, so you gotta make sure that you brush those off. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. No, go ahead and just brush it off. Yeah. Now, if you're missing, well, if you still have some holes that needs to be on your heart, you'll take your wax tool. Everybody lift up your wax tool. Okay. So with the glue facing up, that means you don't want to pick up that stone. You always want to pick up the stone and have the color to it, or whatever side that you're using, not the glue part. So since you need a stone right here, you'll go ahead and pick up one of those with your end tip, the wax tip. Go ahead and pick that up and just go ahead and place it there. Again, you see those extra ones? You can go ahead and really that move it. You can go ahead and just hit it off with your hand. Okay. So if you see that you are finished, just do a light rub across it, just to make sure you do not have any a light. You want to do it light, lightly. Because you might, not with your brush tool, because you might pick up the other one. This one, yeah, just a light, just to make sure. See, yeah, so that's what.
I did too.
Because see, with the solid colors, it makes it look like everything is intact because it's a solid color. Your eyes can't play tricks on you.
I did too. I got to put my song.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna wait until. And again, these are SS10 stones, and the hole is about, I ain't even gonna lie, it fits the SS10 stone, okay? I ain't gonna lie, but yeah. Oh, I ain't gonna rip. It'll take too long. And ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so make sure that your stones are brushed over onto one side. So if you can't find your brush one day, go ahead and use your hand. Yes, if you can turn the heat up for us, please. Yeah, 79, yeah. Well, you know, they have, you know, it's,
I walked in the room and I almost melted.
okay, so you will go ahead and take your transfer tape. Yeah. Just go ahead and take it. Now, hold on. No, go ahead. Okay, so some people go ahead and make a U and drop it down, but this is how I do it. So I would take, just say for instance that this is my heart, right? I would make sure that my flock is, my transfer tape is big enough for my flock. So what I would do is try to line it up without touching the stones because it's like static or whatever. So I make a little indentation. I still hold this part. Hold on, let me show you how I do it first. And then I go ahead and drop it down, okay? Then sometimes I might go ahead and take it from the bottom, the same thing, make a little, you know, little indentation right there, but hold the transfer tape, and then I'll let it go, and then I'll smooth it out. So you can either do right to left, left to right, up or down. But please be careful because you can stand up and do it. So sometimes I have to stand up and do it. Because once those stones touch the transfer tape, that's it. And then just let it go. And then go ahead and smooth it. Let it go. Oh, good job. You caught that. There you go. And then let it go. That's look, that's all right. That's all right. Okay. And then you can just go ahead and and then since you know how to do it, go ahead and do your work. But that is what works for me. I don't like doing the middle because it's harder for me to get it off my finger with the middle. That's why I don't do the middle. But you always do what works for you.
What's this in the bottom? Just block?
That is some type of Velcro or something, right, Shannon, from Heat Transfer Warehouse?
What's that?
That felt type of feel in the tray.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same material that is, yeah, the sublet block or the bed block type of vinyl. So you can essentially make your own, but it just gives you something where the stones can kind of stay in place, or you can easily brush them out. Yeah, did you have the same one? The problem with this one though is if you're doing bigger brackets, you can't put it on the tray, so you have to.
Well, that's what
It's a big. Yeah, but at least it keeps it, because I also did this on my table and we ended up stone on the table and on the floor.
Well, we use the chalkboard.
Yeah, that
Don't
makes
put
sense.
anything in it. You hand him.
Yeah.
The
The actual thing.
actual table. I'm buying that next one. Okay, so after you go ahead and do that, you can pull it up, start off on either your right or left bottom side. But when you pull it back, just make sure you take your time. And then if you get some pattern picked up. Yeah, I mean, you get that. Yeah, you will get that.
That's why I was stone on it.
Mhm.
That's where the stone.
Right there.
Uh,
Okay, so flip this down. And then you turn it on the blue side. Yep, just go ahead and flip it over. Yep, go ahead and flip it over. You finish and put your carrying sheet back on there. It's all right. Yeah, but that's fine. So you can put it over there so then it'll go somewhere. So just knock it out and just make sure it's done. And then you take the pick me up tool. Make sure it's on the blue side down because this is where the glue is facing. But turn it over to the blue side. Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. And then you hit it right there. And then with the carrier sheet on it. When you do your carrier sheet, you're gonna so the rough side, feel that rough side right there. That's the side that needs to be worn. So go ahead and just try to line it up. Yeah, line it up. It don't matter. And then you're gonna yeah. And just flip it over, make sure all of your stones is turned the correct way. Uh, yeah, I have to get it back at the room. It's right across the hall. It's right there.
I didn't want to.
Yeah, it's on the table. Because I meant to get it and I didn't. Okay. So, I mean, if you got it. And this one, we just gonna have it. For that room. I mean, it's easy, because normally I would have some tweezers. And I didn't bring them. But yeah. And then go ahead and- All right, so you guys have created your first transfer. So you know how they be selling them transfers in a group, you can buy the rhinestone transfers. You just created your own. So once you take my other classes, then you will know how to take other stuff and bling out like the stove, any words or anything like that. But so that was it of my class. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And I'm glad y'all didn't go ahead because I really don't like being going ahead. Yes, they did, like for real. Yeah. Oh, what I do is I just put it on a piece of paper and I just pour it up in there. I get it, you guys can just take your transfer sheet off. And you guys can put everything on the tray. I get it. But yeah, it's quick and easy. So the only thing you guys have to do if you wanna, buy SVG, put it on your machine and that's it. Pour it in there. Lay it in. Call it a day.
Yeah. So Photoshop is still installing this one. It has a finish installing Photoshop. You say,
Let me just, if you could put your right on the phone. Yesterday. No, just like that, I get it. I think it is. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Now we can do Photoshop in a little bit. That was rhinestones. Next Photoshop. Let me see. Let me see. Let's go to the top. 22. Crazy. Oh, I did. No, you want to Lunch was good. The logo's on. Thank you, Judy. Hey. Yep, Marissa. There you go. Yep, she always crazy. She said she in the bushes. Of course, Judy, of course. Joy was good. Yep, calm. Hey, Patrice. Third thumbs up. Thank you, Heather. She said, hey, Judy. We're coming home today. I would. Thank you. How you doing? It's Joseph. How you doing this? Yep, in class. Kelsey and Shanique.
Yeah, if you like to join my group, it is Perfect Combinations. If you would like to, my website is perfectcombinationdesign.com. And my academy is PC Academy.
my PC.
Oh, my bad. I said mine before. Yeah, my PC Academy.
Yep. Yep. We're not in the expo. We're in a different class. We're not at the expo
And I
anymore.
put it back on there.
So perfect
Send me a new
combination.
login and I
Just
changed
watch
it.
it first. Thank you, Lisa. I'm gonna have one when I go home. I'm taking one back with me.
And I can't because I'm not logged in.
You know, I'm supposed to be. So why you not here, Judy? Why you not here, Judy?
Very good thinking, right?
Yes.
Yes, I love you too, Mary.
CANE.
Because I had to send them my license.
Oh,
and
Mary.
everything. I had to do that twice.
Hey,
And
Nicole. Y'all doing a wonderful job.
because I
Thank you.
had like 5,000 people in my group.
Tasha's
on there.
Creative Corner. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for coming. All right, let's get your thing, please. Thank you. Let me say hi, everyone.
Well, I was in my group.
Hey, Valerie. Hey, Valerie. Hey, Kim. Mary.
I had like for my local,
The
like
logos
not
on.
the t-shirt, she went to
Thank
my
you.
business.
Thank
I
you,
had
Mary.
a page where I used
You're
to like,
welcome
let
to
them know
the
what
blog.
fit shirts and stuff like that was available.
Now you can start
But
bringing. I'm working on it. Working on Etsy. Working on my website. Waiting in the back. Thank you, Heather. Thank you. Let me get those watch hours. Appreciate the love. That's the commit and drop. Yep. Commit and drop. Hi, Jesse. Hi. Get a talk that quick. Right. Yep. Right. Go. So good. Hey, Jesse. Jesse said hi. Hey. Hey.
A lot of people
Is there going to be a replay? Yeah, it'll be a replay. I can replay now because I got the paid version of StreamYard, so I'll do a replay. Keeping it 100, I'm broke. Have a job. Don't even have a job. Julie, we're gonna be praying for you to get a job. You gotta speak positive. You can't say you're broke. You say I got money. You gotta keep the faith. You gotta speak by faith. You can't say you broke. Your words got power. Say, I'm rich. I'm rich. Hey, dearie. Hey, Patrice. Right. Right. I'm trying to learn as I can go, so I ain't gotta go back and work. Amen. That's my goal. That's what I'm trying to do. It was very thorough, though. Yeah, right. Yeah, Patrice, right. Hey, E. So yeah, we're doing Photoshop next. You're setting about the laptop here so we can do Photoshop. Patrice said, hey, E. So now we're gonna learn Photoshop. Wait on the next part of class. Look at it. Yeah, just look up on it. Don't visualize your Facebook. They put something in my dream. She's trying to hide her face. Waiting on the next part of class. I don't know. That's what you told me. That's what you were saying. Oh. Hey, E. Hey, honey.
That's your thing.
Yeah, that's your thing. Good afternoon. Jesse said good afternoon, Patrice. True, thank you so much for that. You're welcome. Y'all look, it's Shannon.
Hey, what's up? Doing a little learning over here. I stayed an extra day so I could see Shannon. I appreciate that too. 'Cause, you know, when anybody spends time with me, we just end up working. What you doing? Working. Working and sleeping. Sleeping and working.
Jesse said good afternoon. Why are you seeing acting shy? I can't with her.
Shannon making me nervous. That's what somebody
Those
said.
rhinestones are
Who
too
is that?
small for her to see. Patrice.
I see you. I see you. I see you.
Don't worry about it. Next time Craftable Sin comes, she gonna have some extra stuff that she gonna be doing. Don't worry about it.
Y'all hit that like button. Let me see. I got 23 people watching. I don't know how you can tell. Like Irving, I got so many likes I can't even see them.
Are you on the street now?
Stream y'all, but it don't. All I see is up here. I don't know how to tell you.
Yeah, if you have like, you want to see how many are just on YouTube? Or
Yeah,
just
on your own page back in the.
Now, you know, it has some down there. Maybe there's something that you can tap. Oh, I think it's just on the computer.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. Because on the computer, I can actually. Oh, I think it's just. It tells you like who's watching from which platform.
Oh, okay.
But it does tell you the overall like. That's why Erica can never see the likes.
Yeah, I can't never see him. I see how many people watching, but I don't see them.
15.
Oh, okay. We got 15 likes. We got 15 likes and 26 people watching. Come on, y'all. Hit the like button.
26.
We're gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
We're watching the like button now. We only got 15. Let's go. Let's go.
Nothing there, tell them to share. Like share. Do something to share.
Oh, yeah.
You get more likes.
Share the live, y'all. Share the live. Yeah, share the live.
I had
Share
hit
the
the dislike
live.
button.
Look at her. Oh, she hit the dislike button.
I mean, my bad.
See how she do me? See how it's been like this for 4 days now. 4 days. You said, hey, Jesse. Oh Lord, here she go again. Mary Cowboy. Mary Cowboy, I'm doing good. How you doing? How you doing? What you say? Did you miss me? Yeah, I missed you. Exactly. You know I missed you, Cowboy. Tree said, "Hey, Jason. E for sure. E for sure." Tree's laughing. That was some good work, ladies. Thank you. We got some more work to do. We can do Photoshop mix. Mary said, make it. Mary to say, don't shut them out. Okay, we're not gonna shut you. How many likes we got now, Steve? How many likes we got now, Steve? Check it out. See how many likes we got. We got 22, and we got 20, and we got 27 people watching. We need 4 more likes, y'all. 4 more likes. Hey, Lily Simple Creations. Hey, Lily said, hey. Hit that like and that's right, Patricia. Like and the subscribe button. Thank y'all. And thank y'all for watching. Thanks for the support. Let us say hey, Mary. Let us say hey, Mary. Let us say hey, E. Thank you, Mary, the 22. Mary says hey, morning, really simply creations. But E say hey, Lily's honey. Hey. 29 people in the chat. 29 people in the chat. Thank y'all for watching. We're about to do Photoshop and Olivia wants to complete it. Set up. I'm gonna show y'all some Photoshop. That's what we're doing. That's what we. That heart right there. That's what that came from. That heart. Look at her, y'all. Come on, she gonna heat first. Look at it. She being serious.
I got a surprise for y'all when I get home.
Yeah, she got a surprise. She got a surprise, y'all. She full of surprise. Tree said, hey, morning. I'm actually sleepy. I woke up too early. I woke up to, I used to wake up at 11 o'clock. I woke up at 8. I actually woke up before 8 because my head was hurting. I took some Excel. Well, I actually been woke for at least about 7, and that's too early for me. But, yeah, she said she was outside running, exercising. That we know that's not true.
You were asleep. How would you know if you were asleep?
She said she's running up and down the house exercising at 5 this morning, but y'all don't believe it. Logos on say, yeah, we love surprises. I do too. I wonder what it is.
Which one?
Ozarka. Ozarka, if you're watching, I need Ozarka. I need this free advertisement. Can y'all, hey, Ozarka. What y'all want? Who you know? Ozarka. Who you know, Ozarka? We can work some out. 5,008. I need 49. But I'll go. Now I got speaking to assistants. I need 49,008. I can be the first. I can be the first. Don't say it can't be done. I can do it. We think I can hit 49,000 subscribers in 8 months. I can do it. If I keep speaking, my words got power. Hey, Patrice. How are you doing today? Hope all is well. Hey, Marissa. Hmm? Well, I can't just put it in there like that.
You ship?
I would probably just, it's a good question, but I probably just put it in like, put it between some parchment paper or something. Maybe.
You don't think it need to be smashed together? So it won't come apart?
I don't think it's gonna come for it. I don't think so.
All right, then.
It's extra people on YouTube. So yeah, if we were shipping this out, how would we ship it, Marilyn? E, how would we ship this? Would we put some parchment paper on top, some cardboard on top? How would you ship this? With the transfer tape on back, rhinestones on front? How can you ship it? Marilyn say, hey Marissa.
You ship these up?
Patrice.
Now, if I had like that $30,000 rhinestone machine, the canvas machine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But me doing it out here, you know what? Nope.
I know I can, Patrice. I can. I believe in myself. I can do it. I believe it.
What about shipping out the, cut it out and ship that out?
Oh, yeah, I do that. I do that, yes. But. No,
Patrice said I can do it. 49,000.
You can. We go into the next event. How many people gonna show up at the next
And we're
event?
gonna get them
Because
all.
we gonna get
We gonna
at
get 'em
least
all.
80%.
Tell Sylvia for it.
Have you? No, we ain't gonna, it's too cold. But I like where it's moving. I got wait a little bit before I go up north. But that might be the place to go up north.
In April.
Flow ride. When is the one in Atlanta, what she was talking about yesterday? It's something, it might just be something she do. I'll have to, cause I don't know, I don't be keeping up with this stuff. I just thinking about,
Got a question. You gotta
for me,
the logos. So I don't say tell before we left the graphics pro. So my husband tried to buy me another machine.
why she didn't let it? I tell you what, next time, if she don't want the machines, I'm gonna get her husband. Me and her said about that
The
last.
husband about to be gone.
Just leave him at the show next time.
Right.
The logo's on. Just
I would've got that
leave
machine.
him there.
I would have got
And
the
you don't gotta
UV
worry about him no more.
Right. You could have bought me the UV printer I wanted. Or the DTF printer.
Just
Either one of them.
leave him at that show. If he trying to buy you all that stuff and you don't want this stuff, leave him there.
Eve said she
But
was
let me know.
She said she was shipping in a rigid mailer. Eve said a rigid mailer.
Thanks, E. Thank you, Eric. I talk about Eve on here, but thank you too, because you.
Normally they call me Edie. That's
Oh, yeah.
Thank you too, though. Thank you too, though.
You welcome.
I learned a
Yeah,
lot
normally
today.
they like, what's up, Edie?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. But it's like Edie.
Yeah.
My bad.
I said places between cardboard, logos on. But that's me. Baby's good.
She gonna leave her husband there next time. So I
Logos on. Are you gonna leave your husband for sale? I know how to draft up the voice paper, so it'll be free for you. But hey, I got kids. I don't know how to do that kind of divorce. I know how to do the regular divorce, but you got kids, you know how to go through the court system.
I'll take the kids too.
Oh, she gonna take the kids. She gonna take. Are your kids
As long as
grown?
they
Are your
feed
kids grown?
themselves
Or your kids gotta be able.
and don't run diapers,
They gotta be able. They gotta be potty trained.
and they can eat their own food.
All right. But I do take kids for dependents on my taxes. You got a kid on that.
I got one you can have. For the next 16 months, but you gotta take him. You gotta get him. You see,
Okay,
you
Judy.
see how
Sounds
he
like that
moves.
sounds good. I
He
received
gonna be calling
transfers
you
of
bad
those.
times.
Okay. She said she told him what you said and he wanted to meet you too. She told him what you said. You gonna introduce him to the person that's taking.
She might try to get away because she gonna get all the money.
She said, hey,
Get
Mary.
stuck with him, and she got all the money.
I'm still recovering. I pray you recover soon. The logo's on. I pray for your full recovery in Jesus' name. All children are grown except I'll take the grandson then. I'll take the grandson.
I tried to give you
I'm,
14-year-old.
how old your grandson is? How old is the grandson logos on?
6 months. You want the grandson on 6 months old? The grandson 6 months.
Oh, he's 17. Okay. I can use them for 1 year. 1 year for a tax credit, and I'm gonna give them back.
If he goes to school, you can use it.
Oh, well, if you go to college, I still can use them. Okay. We got a plan. All right. So what did you buy from the show logos on? Did you get anything from the expo? Did you get anything?
He's one.
No, it says 17. It's not one. It's your glasses. It's the glasses. It's the DTF.
DTF. I'm not gonna go DTF when I get home.
You have to show it. Buy them.
Did you see that guy that they were closing?
Yeah. Did you get one of the shirts? Make sure you wash it when you get after you wash. Because it's gonna wash right out.
The phone.
I got that shirt because he threw that shirt in the trash and I got it and I gave it to him because I got that same shirt at the house.
She told me to test
With
it
that
when I
same
get home.
stuff. It's gonna wash out. And I don't know why they don't say that. The guy with Oki,
I
well,
thought
they met each other,
oh,
so they
sorry
said
to hear
they
that.
loved it. It was a guy with
Sorry to
Oki.
hear
He
that.
told me that the church this been a few years ago at the ISS show in over here. And he said that it's eventually gonna wash out because it's paper. It's made out of paper. Like with DTF, you actually put ink.
So sis, sorry for your loss.
That's
And then up to you in the class, it's a hard time to
the
breathe.
foil is like
It's cold, it's
well, the
evil.
print.
I heard it's evil. I'm glad. I'm fortunate I haven't had it. None of my family has had it.
Yeah,
Or not my kids.
not the ink.
My sister did. Nobody in my house.
But mine started cracking up.
I pray you get better soon.
But the BTF is I haven't watched the BTF out. They was done right. Like I did have some where I messed up before I knew what I was doing. But the ones that's done right, they not gonna watch that. Well, I can't say they're not gonna watch it. I haven't watched any of them. And my son wearing it's a lot of shirts that I made for him. But with the what do you call it? The tone, right tone.
I learned about
It's
them.
gonna
It's all on unique friends.
Yeah.
Thank you, baby.
What you see?
Yeah.
You got that shirt.
I want you to be in
Just,
front of
you know, wash it and wear it, or
I
even
want
if you
to
don't
be
wear
a
it, wash
BTL
it. You know,
player. I
just
want
pay
to
attention
embroider
to
the
it.
shit. I want a
Just
lot.
start washing it.
I want a lot.
Crank it up.
A glow forge.
The
Logos on
solid
said, thank you,
print,
Nicole.
that should be pretty good. That's kind of like the vinyl. You know, it should last pretty much the life of the shirt.
Oh, okay.
But it's thinner than the regular vinyl.
You like it?
I haven't like done it myself or whatever. I seen it. Actually, I thought I was ordering a solid printer. This been a few years ago, but it wasn't a solid printer. It said solid, and then the people wouldn't even take it back. So it was like a paperweight that I wasted money on. Couldn't do nothing with
That's
it.
the crazy.
They would have took mine, baby.
Yeah, because I didn't really know
Oh,
it.
yeah.
I was just trying to find it, and I was gonna use it with my cutter to come to cut it out. But I bought the wrong kind because it said solid ink, but you know it wasn't like the other ones they
On
cost
Earth,
more,
it shall
and I spent I think around $3,000 on it,
Would you thank you?
and it couldn't do nothing with it. I used to print like posters and different things like that. I used to do flyers and stuff like that for a while. And then I started having issues with the print. Like it kept,
I don't know. It was a HP T120, I believe. HP T120. Yeah.
Now, GSG, I saw the rolling at GSG. That's what I saw.
Did you talk to him about getting a show deal?
So
Yeah,
I'm gonna do a 1K giveaway this Friday.
that
Then
with
I'm gonna do
the,
another giveaway once I reach my watch hours. So
gave me $7.
I need about 1,400 my watch hours. So once I get my watch hours right, the rest of my watch hours, I'm gonna do another giveaway. So this one gonna be for my reaching my 1K, and the second one gonna be for getting my watch hours. So yeah, I'll be watching, building up my watch time. I'm doing 2 separate giveaways. I'm doing one this Friday and one when I reach my other, get my other 1,400 watch hours. So y'all, let's go. Turn me on at night, on daytime. I don't care if you walk out the room. I don't care what you do. Just turn me on, go to sleep. I don't care. Just turn me on, watch it. You ain't gotta look at it. Just turn it on. Run my watch hours up. Thank y'all in advance. And then we're gonna do another giveaway.
And when I bought that press, like it still worked. I gave it to my sister, and when I got a bigger one because it was 15 by 15. So when I ordered the next hits, it came in damaged, and they didn't want to do nothing about it because they was like, well, it's just cosmetic. But then I started having issues with it, and then my subscriber, I just started doing videos about it. I actually just took the videos down the other day because, you know, but
They had the same complaint?
no, they was calling for me, and they ended up giving me my money back. So when they gave me my money back, they ended up sending me another press.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't have to pay for it. So, yeah.
Is that the new one that they have now with the Teflon sheet?
No, the one I had, it was just a regular press, but that one they've been had it for a while, but I don't know how good the attachments are, you know, because it's like the one that I got, it's got a whole bunch of different attachments, but it still leave a crease on it. The only has like a crease, and no, that's not gonna leave a crease. Is the trucker has.
Oh, the golden stars, huh? That's the best one.
Yeah, I do embroidery now, so I just embroider all the heads. Unless if they insist on it, you know. Yeah.
But the stars color is better. I mean,
For the heads. Yeah, it's pricey, but it's better.
Yeah.
wow, that's interesting. Yeah, you gotta be careful when you buy it, who you buy it.
I think they are right now since they have them. I think they're all right. I think they are since they have them.
Yeah.
I don't think they realize how social media is.
Okay.
You know, now everybody on social media.
Oh, okay. That's
So if
good.
you have an issue, you put it on there, everybody will know.
Okay.
So everybody-
And they don't want that. They really don't. What they do.
Yeah, you can
But
bring me,
they complain, a
my
lot of people
trays, I can put
complain
it up.
about the UPS.
Don't do me.
Say the DCL, like put that on my
I
like,
think it's up the heaters and.
What's so funny? Like, for real, like.
and now that they do have like if you spend the money to get that, you know, the big setup. Yeah, if you spend the money to get the big setup, but you know, like when you let me know when you start talking.
Oh, no, I think Photoshop is here now, so. I think everybody is ready to. Same things.
Everybody move stuff out the way.
I think and if y'all want to, I don't mind if you use these bags. I actually put them under my laptop so I have wrist rest because I hate resting my wrist on a hard table or against the edge of the table. So I don't know if y'all, you know that hack.
Expense.
Yeah. I had to figure out something because I'm on the computer too much where I can't wrist. I remember my wrist actually table. Yeah, I can do that. All right, let me tell y'all see.
If your USB is still over here. Oh, okay. You can go back one. I'm sorry.
If you can't find a logo, so everyone, go ahead and download, and you might be able to find your logo in your email, or even if you don't have a logo, just something, a PNG that represents your business. Because what we're gonna do is use that example of this, is peace, love, and whatever you want to do. So I have your logo up there, or if you want to do your brand, your academy, it could be peace, love, or something that you want to do, peace, love, friend, you know? So I want you to think of something very short, for the word, because it's supposed to be just like a trend thing, right? Y'all seen the piece of literature.
Yeah.
And the whole point of even doing something like this as a template is because too many times I've seen people purchase, like go on Etsy and purchase that piece of whatever it was, and they're paying $5 to $10 per file. And I felt like, well, this is a good example of a way where a template could save you a lot of money to make unlimited versions, and you don't have to wait for somebody to make your custom version.
Mine just works. Mine just working.
Just put just where it logo by itself. And then if you sent it to yourself, you can take it. Yeah, instead of doing
Like I said,
of course, if you have online to download it, or you know, if you just find something relative, like if you want to say, what's your business? What's the name of your business? No, yours should be peace, love, and clean. And what you could do for the logo part, maybe you could have like a diamond or something. So just, oh really? So it would be nice.
because mine just words, like initials.
So what is the name of your word?
I put T2T or dad to this, and I just put.
So, yeah, what do you gonna put when you say peace, love?
That's what I was trying to see what to do.
You can do, you can
Double brain.
Double.
what's the biggest part of what you do? Like, what message you want people to get that that's because if somebody says that's this, like, what is it that you do
That I'm changing something plain to like I'm changing like yeah. I like put a white shirt, then I do a bling shirt like that to this. Yeah. So that's what I'm trying to see. Yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah.
whatever it is that you do, because a lot of times, like, nobody knows what Innate Academy is. They're like, our Innate lab that has me do I like take blood samples and stuff. And so sometimes I have to explain that, you know, this is about art for, you know, creativity. So that's what the whole point of this one is, that you get to show off the logo, but you get to give people a short explanation of what it is that you do. So when they say teach love and whatever that last word is, oh, that's what it is. So when you all have that PNG, even if it's not a PNG, let me know and I can help you make it a PNG. Because some of you may have to take out the background.
Let me think what I want to put on here. 'Cause I don't have.
Because y'all are doing, y'all are pressing the same type of design, you don't have to take that tape off. You can always
Peace, what can I use?
So. You don't want to have to. But I'll keep that tape on there. Well, it's.
You gonna go with? Oh, you know what? Just go now. So let me go. Yeah, they still on. I'm trying to find something with my logo. Yeah, what kind of ideas y'all got? Thank you, Mary. Thank you. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna use. I don't know, y'all. I gotta think of something. Seeing trippy. You crazy.
Y'all make sure you send a PNG in the folder, and it'll say on the desktop, your workshop, 2022 workshop.
Okay.
And then that's where yours. So we can actually plan it. Like symbols and.
I don't know. I'm just coming up with some. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sublimation, details. Oh, right. Yeah, right. Okay, that's what I.
Or something like that.
All right, that's
But
yeah.
then it has a B.
I had another one. I just go
Look
back.
for, look for that. Just type in that. But you gonna make it quick. But it's minutes. Let's see if, now if you want something, that's more like a SVG type diamond, or you want something that looks like like an actual diamond.
SVG.
Okay, so then type in diamond and, put that. Yeah. Okay. And anyone that stands out to you?
Maybe this one.
Okay, so if that's the one you want to click on it, let's see what it looks like. Don't say that. That's gonna be the thumbnail. Okay.
I gotta go back out.
Oh, you hit that. Okay, you got it. So this one right here, right? So right click on it, and then go to open link in new tab, and then let's check out that new tab. All right, and then we're gonna right click on the image and save image as. And you can save it on the desktop folder. So there's a desktop folder. Yep, it's on the workshop folder. I go ahead and open up the folder though, because I don't think it's gonna save it there. There you go. I just say there you go, diamond, save. And then we're gonna go to the folder. Oh, that's not where it ended up going to our desktop, so let's go to the desktop folder. And then of course the workshop is open. And let's right click on the diamond and go to open with. We gotta train this thing to open with Photoshop. and then you don't see the photo, go to choose another app, and then hit the always use that, and then let's go to look for an app. Photoshop should be on there, because we just opened the thing up in Photoshop. That's
Right.
There you go, yep. Okay. No.
Oh,
That's
right.
Express.
Right. Oh,
It's
my
okay.
bad. Go
That's
back.
all right. If it downloads, it's fine. Let's just go to, we can stop that. We don't need that download. We got the real Photoshop. So we'll just go to Photoshop and then from Photoshop, put a file open. And then go to your desktop folder and find that file again. Mhm. And we need to just get that inside image. So the best way to do that, I think, is get your mouse real quick. I didn't see which person it was. Control D to deselect. Oh, nothing at all. Matter of fact, like I like to approach things with projects in mind. I don't even like people to think about all the things Photoshop can do. I just like you to do, and then you'll learn. And that's why I teach from templates, because I think that people will get it better if they know that it has a meaning to it. You know, I could teach you all the functions of Photoshop, and you're like, I don't know when I'm going to use this.
Right, that's how you can learn this one-on-one.
Well, sometimes they just want the attention, you know, if they get stuck. And honestly, I'm the type of person, I like a video because I can pause it when I want to.
Take notes.
All right, hold down shift for me. Get that. And then we're going to do, let go of shift now. I'll select inverse. We're going to go to select your mask. Let's move it out just a little bit, just in case we have some jagged edges.
Yeah.
And then we will.
So, but the assignment that I've been, basically, you did.
Go ahead and type your
And
T
then we can go from there.
T.
But I don't.
Oh, it's a capital, man.
And if you can't see it, we'll make it bigger.
Let me just show you what I know how to do.
And then do Control T, so we can resize it. And because it's so small, I'm not even
Yeah,
trying
it's
to make
real
it bigger.
small.
I just put
Yeah,
maybe 500%, so at least we can grab it.
160,
And then
167.
we'll do something simple. Find you a nice little font that you like.
And they had to watch the video that was already done. They had to make sure their homework was done. And then the only thing I came to show you
And then
is
the
how I
custom
would.
fonts that we did.
And I showed
You can pick any font.
Okay.
Press and scroll.
Once you get that done, if you want to throw like a stroke or a drop down,
Okay.
something like that, you can do that just to make it stand out. And then we'll keep it inside the boundaries, so the bound will be clean cut.
Okay. Cool.
And
That's what we do. Yeah, that's the class that we do. So that's why it's.
so see, sometimes we do.
Easier the better. So that's why I want to see.
Let's add a new color, adjustment layer, the circle with the half. This one. Just click on the click on this one right here, the circle with the half. That hole, and then let's just stop. Okay, and just hit like a red or something. And then I want you to take it, grab it, put it on the top of the color wheel, and the white, what's supposed to be. So the reason why I did that is because you have some opening down there, and it's, you know, kind of bleeding into there. So, yeah, I can help you fix it real quick. Yeah.
I mean, that's two ways.
So we're gonna close, see how that's open down there? But that's usually might be easier to do, but this one right here.
So,
We're gonna close that up. So we're just gonna
you know, maybe for
real crude solution here. Just grab the lasso tool. And then the polygon lasso. Start right here.
because okay, so what cutting machine do you have? Okay, so
I'm just.
right, so the only thing you need to do is just upgrade if you are at the I guess the basic silhouette. Only thing you have to do is just upgrade it. Upgrade the software to basic edition. I want to say either 59, 89, or 99, something like that. But you can always go to Silhouette America. Before you do it, just make sure it's the software you are.
I'm actually gonna hold down all.
Because it sounds like you purchased it, but you might not really purchase it.
And now,
Yeah, so you have
to do is grab our magic wand.
okay.
Sample all the
I'm working
and I'm
with
the outside.
you have a cricket view.
So select the outside, and I'm gonna select the inverse of the outside.
But I know that
China.
you can't do it.
Select inside. And I'm gonna inside, and I'm gonna make it white. So I'm gonna go through the color, and I'm gonna put the white layer. And it's fully white, but it's just gonna put the layer there today, and I'm along with it. And I'm glad I got this one to show that the image was like that. And then I'm gonna take care of it. And then we're going to select the layer there.
So the next one, I'm going to because my things. When I teach class, there's so long. So I'm not gonna reteach it. So maybe. Because it's, to me, I like,
Oh, we can do that.
I guess, I'm looking at it myself, I'd rather be the honest one than sit there and watch. Which is true. But the next thing I am trying to do, so many times. Just right there, I will go ahead and leave it out. So you have some people,
That is pretty cool. And then when I turn this red out, and then you are able to have the white color. I want this out with the same. And then if you don't want that anymore, now you can take it off and have white on it. You want to know where? If you want it open right there, like you had it before, or do you want it to have it out? I'm gonna take all of these now, layers. And now that is, so let's do that. And I like to export this to PNG, but I like to mess around it because it's like export this way.
so basically,
Yeah, you can decide. I don't know if you want to type in this name, but you
you
gotta
can take any font.
it's basically we're just gonna replace that last logo with what you have
And
there.
then, only thing you have to do is, since you have the business edition, it has a rhyme
Yeah,
code.
these are custom, right? Piece of custom.
So only thing you really have to do is
That's
click
it.
on
That's it.
which.
So you got your logo and our feet.
So
That's
it's
it.
you're welcome.
No,
The
good.
only thing you have to do is.
That's good. What color you put?
Huh? What color I'm putting in here? I just put pink and orange. I just put three strokes around.
Yeah, I like it. It looks 3D. All right, so when you got that now instead of diamond PNG for the file, save as, and save it as like T to T logo or something where you're gonna remember that. And then you'll be able to email this whole folder to yourself later so that you'll
Save on computer code.
and just put everything in that folder because we're gonna zip that folder up and you'll send it to yourself.
Save, you said save as PNG?
Yeah, because in Silhouette, you have the linear field and you have the radio. They automatically do it for you. Okay.
I should put a stroke around my diamond.
Ready. Yes, we are ready. Very tree. I can't never say it right. You said it like. So yeah, everyone should have your workshop file posted.
Let me know, can y'all see the secondary screen there on that side?
Will we be calling you on this screen or?
You know what, y'all need to go to the Zoom link. There's a Zoom link in there.
I'm sorry for mine. Because I thought we didn't have.
If y'all want to go, but this is how it's gonna be. If it keeps sending directly to my computer, then yes. But while they get connected on
Put a stroke around. Put a stroke around.
okay, we got put the link to.
I just have a, we can have you in there.
Oh, I see. Y'all should be able to go ahead and join the Zoom okay now.
How do I allow access? I'm on the Mac. So that's my other one.
It's the same question, but it's still the same.
I mean, because it's not.
Go ahead and use ID password, log on to the screen. So you will not be Zoom. So go ahead and pull up the Zoom on there and you're gonna bring your Zoom window over to the Zoom screen. Okay. And then. I'm gonna share my screen. So that just let me know if you, when you log into Zoom, bring your Zoom window over to the middle screen or to the second screen that you have. And
Okay, can you open it, Zoom camera? You just gotta push it, like push it. Or did you buy it? No.
You know what, I've been wanting to like this, with,
Oh. Oh, you don't got to, not that far out, because it's cold out there.
It's like you making a standard for you. I mean, you got a family, right?
Let it go out. Same time.
Are you sure? It says three.
But if you look under there,
Okay, good. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, because I reviewed that link, but I don't think you
So
it didn't.
that's what you used to the bootleg, so the new version. Yeah, it used to do that change it for some reason.
So other than that, we're gonna go ahead and set up our workspace. Now, how to set up this workspace is just so that we all can see the same thing. If you ever need to modify your workspace to see different things, you can absolutely do that later. We're gonna go up to the top where it says window. And can you see my computer? I'm gonna turn on, here we go. Yeah. So activate the video. So we go right here to, window. And can you see my screen? Are they moving more closer to you? And then we're gonna go to workspace. And then we'll go to graphic and web. Yeah, graphic and web. As a matter of fact, I can go there and record this. So it's not letting you into the section, or it's like not letting you into the section. Because it's recording right, well, it's not recording yet. I wanted to record it so that I have this for later if they want to go back to the scope of that section. And that way you don't have to worry about taking notes and stuff. You just, yeah. Yeah, I think. Is it letting you in? Or no? I don't know. And I did change the today, so it should still work. It's working for me right now. Usually if it doesn't work, it goes to the side.
well, maybe I need to refresh.
Because it should be the exact same credentials for all. And I think all you need is the meeting ID and the password. And I'm gonna see if I can, let's not have to join it because I'm gonna. If you want to go this far, I'm gonna go ahead and do the workspace setup and hopefully y'all can do that. Otherwise, I know y'all can do it just by listening to what I'm telling you to do, but I want you to see if it's a key feature.
Recording in progress.
Okay, I'm recording now. Let's go ahead and finish setting up this workspace here. Now, just as a reminder, because weren't recording before. Before we went to window, workspace, and we went to graphic and web. If you graphic and web, you've already kind of manipulated. I want y'all to do this step just in case. So we're going to do the same steps. We go to window, workspace, and instead of going just to graphic and web, we're going to go to reset graphic and web. You see that? What a reset does is if you shift anything around, move anything, it changes it back to the default settings of that particular save workspace. Okay. So anytime you feel like you're frustrated, you'll know what something is or what you did to move something around, is reset that workspace. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make our own custom workspace. We're going to save it as our name, and then if we ever get frustrated, something doesn't look right, we're going to reset us. And when we reset, everything's going to be right in the world. Okay. So let's go ahead and practice that. I want y'all to extend up here. This little double arrow up top, y'all see where my pointer is? It says expand panels. Go ahead and expand those panels. And then we're going to go to the layers panel, which is way down here. Crazy location for the layers to be. So let's pick them up and put them up where the history is. You'll see it turn blue, and you can let it go definitely at the time. All right, and then the layers, what is that? No, we always come and have some extra stuff. They want to use their library so bad. Let's see them. Okay. And then we're going to take the layers tab, and instead of it being at the end, we want the layers tab to be the very beginning. So there we go. Just pull it a little further. Right. So you're trying to start me? So this is the meeting. Okay, then what I need to do then is send you all the link to what I'm on right now. I'm on the focus. So what do you have to check? I'm gonna just save this in the tab and go into the two. So you can just get the details in there. You know how to do that. The details you said it's kind of something you should see it on actively in. You grab the details from that one and you go in that. And if not, you just don't worry about it. Yeah. Okay. But going back to okay, so we have layers up here now. That's going to be important here because layers is usually going to have a long list of things, right? So we're going to be able to better see that. For the libraries tab, I'm clicking on it here. So we're going to right click on it and go to close that libraries. And we're going to right click on the layers top and close that one. Then one of the last things, right click on the layers top and just close. Yep. It might take a little while, so just let it be. If you want to keep closed, then it might just take a minute. We're going to take the swatches tab up here, and we're going to move it down to where the properties are. And the reason why is because most times when you see layers, And we want to change swatches, we want to be able to see the layers and the swatches at the same time. Okay? So now we're going to make sure that our screen all looks the same. Layer should be the first panel here. Then you have character as the first panel on the top right. And then you have properties as the first panel on the bottom right. Does that sound about right? Perfect. So we can save this setup so that we can always come back to this setup. So what we're going to do is go up to Window, then Workspace. And we're going to go to New Workspace. New Workspace. And when it asks you the name, I want you to put your name. And then make sure that you check off with this keyboard shortcuts when you use the toolbars. Add those three check marks in. And then hit save. And you have a saved workspace. So let's say we mistakenly close out our layers. So I just, where did my layers go, right? I can go back to Window, Workspace, and I can reset Shannon, and it will come back to how I originally set it up, right? So if you ever get frustrated, like, where did I move something before, or I can't find my layers, can't find my swatches, you can do that. If there's ever something that I'm saying in any of the videos, and it says, now say go to your swatches, and let's just say you don't have swatches anywhere on you, you never set it up before. You can always go to Window. You can always go to Window and come down to any of the words where it explains the panel. So swatches is on here, styles is on here. If you ever need to find your history, let's say your history disappeared. If you click on any of those things, it will either take you to where it's already there, or if it had disappeared somewhere, it will make it appear. Okay, so if ever you're looking for something, that's where it is. Right? So we're good here. And we keep going and move on to the hard stuff. Actually, that was probably one of the hardest things right there. All right, so what we're going to do first, I want you to change out your logo, because usually whatever's going to inspire the design is the first thing you're going to change. If it's the logo or the photo, that's what we're going to change out. I want you to right click on the true logo that is on the artboard here on the shirt. You're going to do a regular right click. I mean, regular right click. You're not going to do a left click. Okay, we're going to go to the word logo. Okay, and then click on that. And immediately, you see how the layer panel just opened up and revealed to you what you're touching on? That's my easiest way to find what I'm touching on the artboard. Instead of just sifting through the layers and trying to find it, I right click on the artboard, find the name of it. This is why it's important to name your files, right? And name your layers, because I know so many times just going through design, you've got layer 0, layer 1, layer 2. But if you name it and you come back to it, then you'll be able to reuse this design later, right? Okay, so we're going to double click on the thumbnail for the logo. Double click on it. All right, and then you'll notice there are some eyeballs. You can just hit OK. If it's your first time, it's going to give you a message saying that you have to save. This is fine. This is perfect. So let's go ahead and turn the eyeballs off for the other logos. Okay, so you have some other things there, but you want to turn them all off. And we're going to place your logo. So let's go to File, Place Embedded, and find the logo that you were working. Place embedded. Right? You're going to go to it was in your download, and then yours was the workshop folder, and then your logo. Very good. So let me see. So you know what? I'm just going to use. I'm going to pretend like I placed that. Now you want to resize your image so that it pretty much this box is as big as you want it to be. And you want to be able to use up the maximum space without having anything going off the board. So the way that you do that is you're going to take the center here, this little center node. one of those, and you pull down on it, if you're down the bottom, pull up on it. There you go. There you go. See how it's getting close to the edge? When it gets close to the edge, you stop. That's it. So that's the biggest you're gonna take down. All right. And then you hit enter to lock in your transformation. Yep, enter. Or there's also a little check mark at the top of the screen. You can hit that check mark. All right, so that's it. Now what you're gonna do is go to File, Save. So we're gonna save this little smart object that we just did. And that was that warning that popped up, letting you know that if you want to save, you have to save it in order for this to take effect. Now we can right click and close this little. It's just this little tab. So right click on this tab. This is logo. Right click on the tab. This is logo. Hit close. Okay. And we notice how all the logos are updated. That's what a smart object is. The smart object is smart. Okay. So the reason why that's going to be helpful is when you're doing something and you know that you're going to do multiple of the same item, the smart object is like a container for that image. And everywhere that you put that container is almost just like a copy of it. So you don't have to rework this for every application. Right? So that was one of the hardest things. Let's move on to the next part. We're going to right click on the piece symbol there. And I want you to hit where it says Smart Color 1. Okay. And right now it's just blank or it's just white. But we're going to double click. This is how we double click on the actual smart object. We're going to double click on the smart color. Okay. And I want you to, let's go back for a second here. If your logo has a color that you want to pick a color from, let's go back to that tab for a second. For the tab. This tab. Okay. And let me show you how to zoom in to just this shirt so we can focus on just the shirt. We're going to go to the artboard here where it says 13 by 19 shirt. We're going to hold down Alt and click on that photo. It will automatically zoom into that artboard. Okay. So now we can see a little bit better. So if there's a color, let's say you want to get the pink from in there, right? You can zoom in, Control plus a few times. Zoom in, Control, and then plus plus. Gotcha. You hit plus a couple more times. You want to get that of that pink. So let's grab our color picker tool here. It looks like an eyedropper. They also called eyedropper tool. Okay, and I want you to pick a color from your logo. Okay, so you want to look at the eyedropper tool. Get a piece of eyedropper. And you just automatically select it. You don't have to do that. So you can select it. That's it. And then I want you to hover over the pink. And then if you hold down the mouse and move it around, it will actually find different colors you're touching on. You see that? So go until you get the pink that you want. You go with it. Okay. You got it. You just can see it. You go over here. So look at your screen and go up to the pink in your logo. Oh. Yeah, go where you're touching the pink. Keep going. There you go. See how you're touching the pink now? Let it go. And then now that color locks in right here as your foreground. So you see that down here now? So now that is going to be the color that we use for smart color. All right. So we double click on this foreground color. We get this color picker option. We can add this color. Now you want to double click on this one down here. Okay. And then we're going to add it to the swatches. So we're going to hit add to swatches. And just let it can be named swatch 15 or whatever. Just make sure that this check mark is off for the add to my current library. Mine it'll be. So we're going to turn that off and then hit OK. And you should have to look for our swatches here. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it should have created a new swatch. Okay? So that's the color that we're going to use for color name. Now what we're going to do, we might as well go ahead and select 2 more colors because it's the very colorful design, right? Right. Oh, this is, you have not used Photoshop yet, so I've been using Photoshop. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pick a second color. So if you have another color in your design, let's say, say you have like 4 different colors, right? You have like CMYK or like rainbow colors. You can pick 3 of those colors, and we're going to use that to create our color. So go ahead and pick your a second color while your color picker is still open. So I'm gonna pick yellow here, and then I'm gonna click add to swatches. Okay, make sure that check mark is off. So go to pick a second color. You can keep yours pink and gray if you want to. Is that typically what color you
You
use?
just got to know.
Oh, well, just pick it. You can pick whatever color you want.
So where would I pick?
From the artwork here, just pick the color you want. Mhm.
Do I have to know something?
No, just click down and you'll see it. You'll see it pop up. Yep, and you can shift colors and make it whatever you want. This is just an easy way to pick colors for me. When I have a reference image and I just pop up, a couple of clicks and grab some colors out of there, it's easier for me than trying to create a color with the hue, saturation, and brightness mode. Okay. So of course, if I wanted to change the color, I can shift it. Let's say, for instance, this color. Maybe I want it a little bolder. See how I'm shifting it, and I can make it as bright as I want. But this is under my color safe here. So choose your third color.
Who did you change? Right?
Uh-huh. Okay, and once you choose that color, hit add to swatches.
Right there.
All right. Did you hit add to swatches? No, so right now you just have pink. Go ahead and double click right there. You have to hit add to swatches.
Oh, okay, so we do it.
You can go back and get it or you can create it. Okay, and then hit add to swatches. All right, you got it, and then hit okay. All right. Yeah, you can pick one more color. And you have all three colors. Maybe you have three. You just say, yeah. If you try to say that on a computer, like that's not operating, you know the color. Okay, so you got all three colors and you have three. Three. All right. Okay, good. I know it's a little awkward, but it definitely helps me out to have some feedback. Okay, so I have three colors left as well. Now we can get out of this and hit cancel. We're out of our color picker mode. So let's go over to our smart color one here. And just pick whatever your main color. If I say okay, can you like, but you're gonna change it up to a little bit. And just like watch what I'm doing on this screen when I do this and then do it on this. Okay, so that's how it back to go to it. Okay, so now that I chose my feet, you're gonna change it up to whichever color you want. There you go, perfect. All right, now we're gonna right click on this tab and go to close.
I don't know what I do.
But this, is it still right up there for y'all?
Mine.
All you have to do is click on one of the swatches at the on the right bottom side.
That ain't right.
I don't know.
I don't know one.
Turn it on. Yeah.
Okay, what did you turn the eye on? Because I tell them the eye on.
Okay.
Hold on.
I don't know what I did.
You may not even see the change here. We just changed the smart color one. Okay, did y'all change the smart color one?
I double clicked on it. It's just a blank board.
Let's go all the way to the top of the document. This is smart color one. All the way to the top. You see my screen right now? See my screen?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see this smart color one right here?
Mm-hmm.
Double click. It's empty right now.
Yeah.
It's empty because I turned it off. So let's double click on that.
Okay, that's one there.
Okay, gotcha. And we'll turn on one of the gradients.
Okay.
So we'll do it on this one. Go ahead and let's close the go to the smart code one. It's at the very top here. Double click on the smart. Double click on the actual thumbnail. Okay. And then turn on the angle and the eyeball on. This is your visibility. I call it the eyeball just because. Okay, and then we're going to double click on the gradient. That thumbnail for the gradient. Double click on that. Double click on it. Mm-hmm. Now we're going to do is double click on the gradient, and we're actually going to make this the color scheme that you just created. Okay, so the first color stop, if you click on it, you can actually change that color to one of the colors that you created before. So see how I clicked on the first color stop and then I made it the blue color. So you can click on your first color stop and then or whatever the color was that you created, you make it blue. Okay, then the second color will be on your second color. So I'm gonna switch it out a little bit so that it's the same. The third color would be the third color that you choose. See how it's kind of fading from one color to another? Now the fourth color has to be the same as the first color. And when you do the angle, because it's basically like a clock, right? You have to start at 12 and end at 12. So we're gonna pick the same color that we did for the first color, we're gonna pick for the last color. So we put that color aside. And you remember what color you chose for the first color? It was a darker blue, so put the color aside for it, and then put the darker blue, or whatever you chose. Okay, perfect. Alright. Is it not Charlie Sancho again? Oh, well, it's the what one year? Let's see. What do we have plugged in here? We need. Today. And I think that's just. Now you and I should be able to plug in here. Perfect. Yeah, one thing you know is down. You might even go stop. As a matter of fact, I think y'all wrong. They got to do the same thing. Okay. All right. So the colors change. We're gonna hit OK and OK. And now we can close. With this window, is adding the same thing. Now, you can zoom in a little bit. You won't see it. So mine a little bit. You see how the tie-dye color changed to the gradient color selected? Control mine. So you have a new color scheme. And if you look at the color inside of the piece, so it will change to whatever the color you chose over the words. So if you want it to be whatever color, or you want to be gradient, you can do that too. So right here, you may need to shift something, change some colors up, but are y'all happy with the color scheme that it created? Yeah, I love that. Whatever. Okay, change it. And matter of fact, now you have to change the color. So right click on the peace sign and go to smart color one. So right here, go to your move. Yeah. Because if you're ever in doubt, something doesn't work right, click on your move tool, because you probably don't have it selected. Now you have to select this right click on the peace sign.
I don't know what happened.
Camera.
I see my thing. How about that?
Smart color one.
Those are colors I chose, but I don't know how they get. Maybe I was on the wrong thing. I don't even know. I was on the
Right,
right here.
yeah. Create clip image, so let's see. Right there. Let's see. There you go.
Oh, because I'm like, I'm like, what happened?
So now you can pick one of the colors that you chose before. And you don't have to go into the smart color. This is just a regular non-smart color. Okay. All right, so you change the color of your key sign. You have your logo on there. The only other thing I might do with the t-shirt design right now, the design of it, is you may want to turn off these faux stones, because that's just to give you the idea that it's going to have stones there. You can leave them on there too, because putting the song on top of that won't hurt it. But if you right click on the heart, you go to where it says bling mock-up. So go to the bling mock-up layer, and you can turn the eyeball off. Because you're gonna put real stones there. Okay? And you can even leave it black, or you can pick, if you want to pick a color, for that one. Right now, we don't have a color there, so I'm gonna show you how to make your own fill color. All ready? Let's go to the bottom, and I'm all right, so we're gonna come down here to the bottom, and you're gonna go to your adjustment layer. That's the one that's a circle and a halfway fill with a diagonal halfway fill. And we're gonna go to the word solid color. There you go. So this is a dumb color, it's not a smart color, but you're probably going to need this if you want to change the color of that part. So right at this point, you can pick one of the colors that you've already created to keep with the color scheme. Maybe I would choose the yellow here. And I hit okay, and it's covering up everything right now, right? The way that we get it to make sure that it's only going to cover up that part is we have to create a clipping mask and clip it down to that area. So let's right click on the words and then create a clipping mask. So I think you're doing a different color. Yeah, you can pick whatever you want. And then hit okay. All right, and then now we're on the same step. So now you right click on the words. And then create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. You see it? All right, so when we hit create clipping mask, you see what's okay, thank you. Right click and then go create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Okay. And then look at my screen too, because I keep my mouse on there until you click the whole. You've been noticing I don't even click until you follow the start. Right, so I know sometimes they used to try to follow directions all of them, but I got you. All right, so create clipping mask. Y'all do that? See the clip inside the heart?
Yeah.
All right, so now you know how to create a custom color that can, if you can recolor this a million times if you want to. Okay, now you just chose a really dark color. You can just double click on this. You can change your double click on the actual color. There you go. And then change your shift color. Oh, you can change it. So what's going to happen is you're going to put the rhinestone project that y'all just did with me. You're going to take that and you're going to place it over this. So really, whatever colors are around the stones, these 80 crystals will kind of reflect and refract that kind of color, right? So that's why I say if you leave it black, it won't hurt you. But if you do want it to kind of be another color around it, then choose the color that you want it to reflect. Okay. Look, just click on one of those blues right there. Just click on your artwork. Click on something. See how it's changing based on, and if you wanted that lighter color, you can click that. If you wanted the darker color, yeah, hold it down. Hold it down, move it. And move it, you see how it's changing? And then that way it gives you ideas of what it's going to look like. And I will tell you the lighter or brighter the color, the more that the AB crystal is going to reflect off whether they give you some really cool lighter. Well, if you want to go with the pink that you already selected, okay. The pink is still there. Right, you can go ahead and choose that pink, and then you can vary from that pink. So go ahead and make sure that you have your mouse down so you can see the pink that is selected. And then if you want a lighter pink, you can bring it over here and move it. But if you like that pink as is, then just leave it. I'm sure you can take it over here. It doesn't have to be like, it can be dark. It was light before and it still worked. It gave it contrast. When it's dark, it gives it contrast. When it's lighter, it gives it color that it can kind of bounce the light. Okay. So it looks good. Go ahead and hit OK. And pretty much that was the hardest part of the design. Now we're going to change the text here. Okay. So if you right click on the word innate there, you'll see it says peace, love, innate. Okay? So we'll go to where it says peace, love, innate and select that. There you go. And you'll notice that it takes you down here. And I think, yeah, I think I installed the font for you on the computer. So just double click on the T there. And I'm going to go further and show you how to install fonts. You've never installed a font before. That's why I didn't do it, because I wanted to figure out that on video. If you want to install multiple fonts, as long as you have the fonts open in a folder, you can click on the first thing, hold down shift, click on the last thing, it selects all those fonts. Then you can go right click and install. But I think you know what this is good. This is good. Here, right click. And show more options, install. So this is allowing me to install multiple fonts at one time, because it's installing one at a time. And it says I already have it, you want to sure. Alright. So now when I come back to Photoshop, you saw before I have this caution symbol that's yellow. If I save this, what you do need to do is go to File Save or Control X.
So you should save it now.
Yes, and that's what I say to the save dance. Like anytime you feel any kind of emotion, frustration, happiness, you're excited about your design, frustrated with your design, just go ahead and save dance. Because Photoshop will play your emotions. Okay. All right. So got that, and now you see that symbol disappear. The little caution symbol disappears. That means, or if it turns white, that means it just needs to basically shut down Photoshop and open back up. But it's still gonna let you play with the font. So now we can double click on this T. And you see how it highlights the entire text here. So double click on the T. Yep. Double click. There you go. And we're just only going to erase the word innate. So we're going to highlight the word innate and just type.
So the word type, whatever.
Peace, love,
And
bleed.
bleed.
Yep. And just put bleed. Yep. Perfect. Now, what I do is I just use space bar to kind of separate the words so that there's nothing special there. So your word's going to move and it's okay. And more than likely, your heart is in the wrong place. Or your heart's in the wrong place. Okay? And we got to fix that because you know how we operate. We got our heart to be in the right place. Okay? So let's go ahead and we'll use the move tool to get out of the text editing mode. Once you have your text typed, we're good. We're just going to move our heart. Okay? And when you look at it, of course, you have two hearts here, but I want you to right click on the one that's closest to the words you just typed. So the second heart. Just right click on the second heart, the one that's closest to the word. Right click on it, and you should see the words Tiny Heart 2. Go ahead and click on Tiny Heart 2. And if you need to zoom in, because I have to zoom in to this tiny heart, you can do Control plus a couple times to zoom in. Control plus plus. There you go. And then it looks like your heart needs to move to the left. So now that you have it selected, if you hold down shift while you move something left to right, it won't let you move it any higher or lower. So it kind of stays locked in the place. But if I don't hold down shift, I'm going to do an example. I don't hold down shift. I move my left. So I want you to let go of shift and move your heart to where you think it falls nicely between your love and your next. Just push the heart. Okay, you don't have to select it. Right click on the heart. And you want to be on Tiny Heart 2. Okay, and now you can move around Tiny Heart 2. Now you might also have auto select on. I think that's what you have going on. Turn off your auto select. Y'all might have auto select on too. This one right here, it might say the words auto select, or it has like a bunch of layers on top of one another. Do y'all see that? Does it have auto select on? Turn it off because auto select is real aggravating. Unless you have, when you have multiple layers, it's aggravating. When you have things that are like pieces that are just laying on the artboard, it's actually very helpful because you don't have to worry about it. It will automatically select those pieces and help you move. So I always turn auto select off and I turn on the show transform control. Go ahead and hit it again. Right. Okay, so it's off because because if it's on, the button will be depressed, it'll be dark. And then if, you want to go ahead and turn your transform and go on that one right there. See, I have the words and you have the pictorial representation. All right. So, you moved your heart to wherever you thought it should be. Now, right click on it again because you had auto select on before, so it's time right too. And now you see how it has the box around it? Don't reshape it, just move it. Switch it over the way you want. Okay? All right, and we're going to do the same thing with the tiny heart one. Let's right click on tiny heart one. Okay, and then select it, and you're going to move that one around. And don't worry if you move it a little higher or lower. I'm going to show you how to align it. We need to see alignment too, okay? So once you have one selected, you see how we have tiny heart one and tiny heart two right on top of one another. I want you to select the top one, which is tiny heart two. Hold down shift and then select tiny heart one. So both of those parts are selected. If yours looks like mine, it's a little, a little crooked, that's okay. We're going to use the alignment tool now. So up here at the top, let's see what I'm clicking. You want to skewer it down the middle. Just like if you were making what do you call that? Shish kebab, right? You skewer it down the middle. You see how I line that up? All right, and then there are different alignment tools. You can align something by lining everything up at the top, lining everything up at the bottom. You can even space things out evenly too. If you have more than two things, you can space it out evenly. And that's a really powerful thing to understand when you're creating a pattern of look. All right? So that's it. Now, if you want to change the color of your heart, right now your heart is colored by this gradient. If you turn that smart color one off, you see that? Turn it off. Smart color one. No, turn it off. And you'll notice that the hearts are like this solid color blue. So you can make this whatever color you want it to be. Just like we did before, you can come down here to your adjustment layer, do a solid color, and choose what color you want it to be. So maybe my hearts are going to be blue, or maybe they're going to be pink, like my key sign, and then I'll click OK. And it's covering everything. We can't see anything, right? Go ahead and just pick a color. It doesn't matter which one it is. Well, pick any color you want, because you won't be able to see your artwork right now. And then I'm going to hit OK. And you're going to right click on the words for that layer and create a clipping next. Right click on the words for the layer. Right click on the words for that layer. And then we'll go to create clipping mask. Okay. And you see how that clipped down to those hearts? Now at this point you can pick. Okay, because you weren't on the smart home when you did that. It's fine. You can do that as well. So go ahead and pick whatever color you want it to be. Here. And you can either pick the colors you already created, it will automatically change. So just click on one of them so you can see. You have to change that. So if you choose the color that you already selected, it's down there. Now we're actually going to bring that up right underneath the smart color one. Bring this whole layer up underneath the smart color one. Underneath the smart color one, the little thing. Okay, that's it. And then you have a color both of them now. Oh, all right. So you can go ahead and make that whatever color you want. Y'all change your text. I'm going to zoom out and see here. Everything looks good. If you don't like the white outline, like for me on the Innate Academy, this white outline is kind of really thick because I already have a glow or a drop shadow. Then I can go to that logo and I can kind of turn it off. But most of you are going to want that white outline because it makes it pop off of that busy background. Okay. So I'm going to suggest that y'all make this. And of course, if you need to move, like I need to shift my innate academy up just a little bit so it's not sitting on top of my line so much. If you need to shift anything, make sure your shirt looks good. Now, if something you feel like doesn't look good, let me know and I'll come around and help you.
Okay, so I think it's small. So I think that
You can make it bigger, but what's gonna happen is you won't see your words that are on it.
because some of them are not fancy. So
Right,
you
and
want
then-
to go over.
Right, it's gonna go over too far, so that's why this is more designed for a square logo. If you have a long logo, then it's gonna be.
Say mine shifted on my heart song. But it's okay, I can change it later.
Under the heart, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna put your bleed on top of the heart, right? So your bleed is already established. So if you need to, you never wanna resize your heart. Once you have a bleed file that matches your Photoshop file, you never wanna resize the thing that you bleed, because it won't match up anymore, right? So, you can, however, resize everything else around it. If you need to make it bigger, a little taller, wider, or you can shift over. Like I might shift my A over just like, because I don't see that eye, right? Now I shift it over, I can see my eye.
Do I have to, but see, I can't even.
Huh?
I can't really move it.
You can run off the side, like mine runs off the side a little bit, but I just would suggest you make it much bigger. So you can right click on your logo, right click to your logo. Okay, see how you can bring it out, you can pull it out there on the side, and it will show you how far you're gonna go. So go ahead and pull that side node, just pull the side node, there you go. Okay. And it's gonna come out the mask a little bit, that's fine, just don't let it run off the edge of the feet. Okay? Yep, that's it. That's a big.
Okay.
Mhm.
Go back to move.
All right, yeah, go back to your move tool and mark it. All right, so we should be done with that part. We should be able to look at our socks. Our socks should pretty much be automatically designed because all the students use the same background and foreground elements. So it uses the background and the logo, right? And then for the license plate, the only thing we should have to change are the words. And we just learned how to change the words for a people who change their words. So maybe this one will be my license plate. Of course, some of y'all may not be able to have front plates, but do y'all have?
We can.
You can, okay, cool. So you can put your brand there, you can put like what you stand for, if you want your YouTube channel on there, if you want to follow you on YouTube. When you're about to run them over on the road.
Right.
You go ahead and change that. So what you can do, I like to right click on stuff. So if I right click on it, it's all the stuff that I'm touching. So I'm gonna right click and grab the word again. Right? And then it's gonna take me to that layer, and all I have to do is double click on that too. And highlight it, and I have to just read. If you start typing, it'll automatically retype over what you have there. You can do, what's the name of the company again? Okay, you can do, you can say bleed, like if you want to bleed to be big, that's your main thing, you can do bleed, sublimation and more, or bleed, bleed and photo gifts. You can also put bleed on top where it says Innate, and then where it says imagination, you put sublimation. Now you have to go to the move tool to get out of your text mode. That'll be the, you got it, and then right click on the word imagination. You'll find the word imagination. If you don't see that, you can click on it also. So, zoom in a little bit, control plus the control. What it is, if you're not directly connecting with the physical text, like the inside me, you want to right click on the word imagination and make sure that you're on the inside me. If you're on the drop shadow or the stroke, it won't count. So zoom in a little bit more so you can make sure you know what you're touching. There you go. Now you see it. It's only going to appear if it knows that you're touching it. All right, so double click on the T there. Double click on it. There you go. And then type in substation. And then let's say you want a third line of text, but there's no third line of text. You might think you're limited in the template, but you're not. What you can do is you can hold down Alt, make sure that you're on your move tool now. If you're on your move tool first, there you go. If you hold down Alt and you click and drag anything, so mine is on the first layer, the innate. Yours is on sublimation. Hold down Alt, click and drag. Click and drag. Hold down Alt, click and then drag. Nope, hit escape, hit escape. Okay. Hold, you're on the move tool, you hold down Alt on the keyboard, ALT, and then you hover over the word that you have selected. And this is any object. Then you see it turns into double arrows. Now pull it down. It created a copy of it. That's called duplication. Okay, so just hit Control Z to undo that last one. Control Z to undo. And then you can double click on this key now, and you can put the ampersand symbol and more. So put in, or you can spell out in, since you have a lot of space, put in more. Okay. And then you can take it in more, you can make it smaller, or you can keep it the same size as sublimation. Remember, I told you you can line things up now using the alignment tool. If you have multiple things of text, let's say this one came over here, like yours is kind of off center, then I'm going to hold down, Control now and select any layers that I want to line up. So imagination, innate, and innate, right? So you do the same thing, hold down Control, and grab. And once you have it selected, keep going down and get the last one. There you go. And let's use the alignment. So this time I'm going to skewer it up and down. That's your vertical alignment. Okay. There we go. And see how all my text kind of lines up down the middle. Then I can shift it up. I'm just inching it up with my arrows. Right. So go ahead and inch up or down whichever particular one you want. So if it says and more, go to and more. Click on and more. Up or down. Yeah. Okay, if you want all of them, then you control click the multiple ones, and then they're just temporarily linked up. Okay, make your shift measurement. Okay. All right, license plate should be designed. Y'all are ready to print. I'm gonna come around and see. You can make that bigger. Right click on that logo. Right click on the logo. Go to the word. You got click on the word logo. And then make it as big as you want. But now this is your license. Yep. Make it bigger by selecting on the node and stretching it out. So you can select the one here on the side. You can select the corner one. There you go. Make it bigger. No, make it bigger. Yep, when you stretch it, you can make it kind of go behind words a little bit. Whatever. Once you both are fine, you lost them up. All right. Ew, look at you over here. Love it.
Thank you.
Love it. Nice colors. Good.
Oh,
All right, y'all ready? Ready to get this? Ready for the printer? So y'all can see these 30-second prints. All right. So we're going to do this one. We have 3 different artboards right now. I want y'all to go up to. We're going to export these. Okay. And I want you to say them like exactly how I tell you to say them because it's going to make it easier for me to know what to print. Okay. So let's go up to File. Then we're going to go Export. And then we're going to export artboard to file. You see that option? Oh, you need to be on your move tool. Let me see you in some tool. Go to your move tool. File. Export. Artboard to file. Oops, I'm sorry. All right, so on artboard to files. And let's save this in the exact location. You're going to put this straight up in your folder that should be on your desktop. It might be in your downloads folder. Okay, we're going to make a, yep, that's your workshop folder. Go ahead and open that. So you're going to save it in your workshop folder. You're going to make a folder. Okay, so we're going to right click in the white space in order to make a new folder. We go to new. Right, because we're making one right now. So right click in the white space. Go to new. And then we're going to go, oh, sorry. So go to new and then folder. All right, and we're gonna name this, whatever your first name is, and then the word print. So I'm gonna say Shannon Print. We did this spelling class, and somebody, I had a whole bunch of Shannon Print folders, and I was like, I'm honored, but, I don't know this folder. All right, so, we're gonna open that folder now. This is the location where everything that we export is gonna go in. So if you had a whole bunch of things going on and you exported them, they will all be in this folder. So we'll hit OK. All right, so that's the folder it's gonna save in. And then the prefix name, we are just gonna delete everything there. Because I don't care what the prefix is.
Oh, you stuff in front of it.
We'll just delete the whole name of the file. What, delete the whole name of the file. Because it will name it whatever we have in our phone. Right? All right. Matter of fact, let's do this. Put your name in. So I'm gonna put Shannon and then dash. And you'll see what a prefix is. I like to put a dash because I like it to be separate from what it's gonna name it after. All right, so we want to make sure include overlapping areas is selected. And make sure that you don't have this one that says export selected artboards. Make sure that one is not selected, okay? So the only thing that should be toggled on right now is include overlapping areas, and the file type should be JPEG. You might see something else here, but I want you to make sure you select JPEG. And that is it. We're going to get one. Now you had something else selected on it, but let's just let it run. Remember I said only have the top one selected. You had a check mark down. But we'll come back to it real quick. It's okay. It was just real quick, but I think I saw it. I could be wrong, but if we go to do it again, it'll save the last setting, so you'll know what you did because the next time you do it, it'll have the same exact setting. Okay, so you should have gotten a message that artboard files was successful. Did y'all get that? Mm-hmm. That's the good news. If it didn't get it, then that's the bad news. Let's go ahead and I'm gonna grab your file off the computer, or of course, I'm gonna grab the file off the computer, put them on this thumb drive, and then we're gonna get ready to print. It might be so. Let's see. Let it. Well, and see, we haven't saved it. We got to let it go. And the thing is, this is gonna tell you how well your computer's gonna handle Photoshop, because this is one of those things that requires a little bit of mental RAM from the computer. See, our files be successful. Just go ahead and hit OK. And then, before we save it, make sure go into the folder, their print folder, and make sure it has three things: a sock, a license plate, and a church sign.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it looks like it's good. Let's go file.
Go to desktop. There you go. Go to desktop.
It's fine though, but you want to take that.
It's right there.
I can't see. My glasses are in the room.
Yeah, it's okay. So we're gonna that means yours is
Select the first one, go down here, select the last one.
so I'm gonna do the same thing for mine.
That's the order. Okay. That's it. Good. Make sure I go out. Yeah. That's your out.
And how you go directly to the printer. Set up those settings, you never have to set it up again. I'll print your image and I'll print the right thing. So look for that one. Just type in 7710 or 7720 on my YouTube channel, and it'll show you the setup settings. You get that ready for it?
So far, so good.
All right.
Okay, I'll hold down the first one, hold down the two. Select the next.
Right. And we can do, I'm gonna, you have your printer on yourself. Let's go ahead and do those settings. So for anyone who wants to set up default settings, this is what you do. Want to wait on these things to say. Let's go to the search button, and we're going to type in the word print. And it's going to take us to the printers and scanners. for your default printer or the printer that you want to change the celebration, 16650 is what we're doing. But, and I don't have the 7710 on here, so I will tell you the settings to do the 7710. Okay? So that is it. So 7720, we're going to printing preferences. Go ahead, click on it. And it might be taking more time. Well, you know, Photoshop does start up a lot of people. And then if you want to take screenshots, if you hold down your Windows button and hit print screen, you can see it go black, you just do a screenshot. So now, go ahead and make before you grab it. Okay, so this is long. That means you don't have the software or drivers. We can get your drivers, but let's focus on this part and then if we get that going. So this is going to help you because if that was never installed, if you've been printing to your supplementary printer, it hasn't been printed properly. You may have to take that USB out of it. Is it only one that goes right here? Okay.
Everything, all right now. Big try. So now we're gonna, yeah, we fix. You're gonna move on. You go down the first one. Select the first one. Go down here. Select the last. Yeah, this is out.
Let me see. Hey, everybody.
So now select the tab. Select it.
Hey, ladies, stop and show some love and support. Thank you, Lakeisha. We was taking a class in Irving, Texas. Thank you for the love. Don't you want to make me that logo? I want to. I want to, Judy. Listen, you know, my TV, my phone's down. Thank you, Lilies. Appreciate it. Gotta go. Bye. What was that sound? Oh, that was probably the heat press. The heat press on my phone was ringing. My daughter had called. Hey, Coretta.
Okay.
If you're still here, anybody who's still here, hey.
Grab the thumb drive.
Yep, you should have the logos. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Kim.
Yeah, let's see.
They go that celebrity again. T-shirt chick with the eyebrows. You're welcome. Keep it low. Thank you for watching. Hey, little simple creations. Thank y'all for hanging around if you're still here. I've been learning, trying. Thank y'all for tuning in. Okay. Look. Thank you. Okay. Do you do any other stuff? No. I'm talking to look, I gave you something like it. I've done maybe one pair of those. I hope. Who all in here? Who all still here? Drop a one in the comments if you're still here. Drop a one in the comments. If you're still here, drop a one in the comments. You dropped a five. No, you're gonna drop a five. She being silly, y'all. Hey, Coretta, with the one, thank you. Thank you for staying in with us. Cracker Leo with the one. Hey, Cracker Leo, thank you for hanging in the back. I know you said you were busy earlier. Hey, Lilies, thank you for hanging around. I've been doing some Photoshop and rhinestone. We're going back home soon, later. By the move to Texas, y'all. We're going to business together. They're gonna live in the shop. We're gonna work in the shop. We're gonna eat in the shop. Thank you, Kitty Blue. Yeah, I've been doing rhinestone the whole time. I want to see what you're doing, Lilith. What kind of design you making? Thank you for having us in your background listening. And thank you for the watch time. Appreciate it. That's okay. Hey, I'm glad you're still listening. Thank you, Cracker Leo. Good, because I have no clue, and my logo is a picture of a garnet and the name of this baby garnet. That's how you know. You know, you could have went to Beaver. How you say Beaver? They design logos for like depending on what you want. Some of them low as $5. Oh yeah. How am supposed to know your forehead shine? Maybe you have a lot of light on your forehead. That maybe the light will just reflecting down. Cracker Leo say, hey, Lily, simple corrections and Kitty Blue. Hey. You just be looking too much into things. I gotta go I'm going to the restroom.
Actually, I'm just gonna tell y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all what y'all working on today. I think we get out of here at 6. We got one more hour right now. Y'all gonna be with us the whole hour? We got remain. Let me know. Did y'all see what she? Y'all want to show you what she put? I'm a little bit sleepy, y'all. I'm a little bit sleepy. Hopefully I can stay awake while I'm driving. I might have to get a Pepsi. I usually get a Pepsi when I'm sleeping or sleepy. And some gum. Pepsi and some gum. So she went to the bathroom. She had to do number 2. She said she had to do number 2. So it might take her a minute. She might take a minute. But maybe it won't take her too long. I'm tired. So I'm chilling today. Of course, I will be with y'all for the hour. All right. Maybe it won't take that long, but I think the class is supposed to end at 6. And I'm going to be getting home at 10 o'clock. Yeah, she had some Mexican food for lunch, and it kind of messed her stomach up. So right now, she got a carpool full of kids going to the pool. If y'all know what I mean. I got my phone. So we get all kind of stuff for this class, y'all. Y'all see the shirt right here. Then we got t-shirt, another shirt we got socks, and we got one other thing they passed out right now.
There's nothing to fill out, so just.
Yeah, so we get all kind of stuff. But yeah, if she don't never go back and watch her stuff, so I can say anything, and she won't even know. But yeah, her stomach was messed up, so she had to go to the bathroom. Thank you. I got it on display. I can't remove it. I'll put it on display in my shop stuff. And that way I can let people know I can do awful stuff like that too then. No, here she comes. Y'all don't tell her what I said. All right, she coming. She on her way there.
Yeah, I know.
You all right? You okay? You all right?
They laughing too. So I know you said something crazy. Hold on. Let me go see. Let me. They got all kind of laugh emojis on here. I'm tired of. You don't say something crazy. Sometimes so I'm chilling today. Of course, I will be with y'all. Thank you, Coretta. What she told y'all? Crappily up. What she told you? Get a blue. I know you're gonna tell me. What she said? What she said? You must told her to put emojis up here when I come back. That's not what he said. To put emojis up. 13 now. She might go back and watch this. I am gonna go back and watch it now. I am going back and watch it. Well, oh, that's what you told her. Make me go back and watch. That's what you told her probably. So make her go back and watch Could have put on number 2. You're crazy. Yeah, I just let them go. I should have never let. I should have took my phone with me. I knew you had to say something.
I may or may not have seen this. They may have been. You feeling better though?
Need to stop. I can't get you. Yeah, whatever. I ain't the one to my dropping the kids off at the pool like she was yesterday. I can't wait to drop these kids off at this pool. Yesterday she couldn't wait to get back to the hotel. Yeah, next time I step away, y'all step away. Come back when I come back. Yeah, they said what you said.
They probably was trying to get
Dude, don't let her get away with it.
I'm gonna get off this live stream now.
She probably said, she probably got to 7 o'clock. Oh, I didn't know she Judah still there. You know you took it.
She laughing because you think that I said one thing.
You said it. I'm gonna go back and watch that part. What time frame is it? 2:30. I'm gonna go back and watch. I'm gonna go back. Say hey to you too. Say hey. Thank you. I'm gonna go watch from 2:20 to 2. I'm gonna go watch. I'm putting on. Like, you did. You did not. You did not. Kid who said hey. She said hi. She said hi. She was. She was still laughing. Why is she laughing so
Watch the video. She made me laugh again. She made me.
You probably do see. You ain't doing that because animal coming. Julia, why you laughing so You supposed to be doing something behind my head. What you doing? You taking pictures?
You got the camera right there. You will be able to see. If I'm doing something behind you. I'm checking my notifications.
Nah, you doing something.
I'm checking to see.
Julia want you doing something. I have to watch
I'm innocent.
you. No, you know. She gonna keep laughing at her. Julia, you want that stuff you got from the show? You gotta tell me what you want. You want that shirt? Julia, if you want that shirt, if you want that sign, if you want the sign on that shirt, you better tell me.
I'll ship it before we get it.
No, she won't. Most times when you open on something.
I know somebody. They need to open their post office. I'm gonna put the labels out on.
I know one thing in every class there is that's out. It's just a clown. She said every class there's a clown. She said I know one thing in every class there's a clown. That's all I'm gonna say. So you want that stuff. You better tell me what she did.
The stuff in my car, you don't have access to right now because I drove. She don't have access to stuff.
Dude, I got an app that unlock everything in there. One click of a button on the app.
I might act like I gotta go get that stuff and mail it to you.
Dude, the post office is not open. Shit.
I saw the Amazon tour.
Amazon run on Sunday. Amazon on 7 days a week.
Take it to Amazon and get it from Amazon.
Dude,
Get it tomorrow.
I added extra people. I added extra people. Tell me what she did. Judy, she already know your name. That. That a 555.
Taylor, ain't this your number right there? That's your number.
555.
That's your number, ain't it?
She already know your name.
Right here. That's it right
So
there.
you know it by heart, because you ain't got her name, so. Yeah, her name by heart.
He just texted to me while I was on. I told her to text it to me earlier. And she got the number to this phone. The people that the number to this phone are not that my customers. But I ain't gonna answer the phone at any time. But
Dude, all I gotta say, if you want this stuff, just tell me what she need.
Julie, I'm gonna send you all the stuff I got, not just the stuff on. Not just the stuff
She
she
said,
trying to say.
hey, ma'am. That's the phone, that's how you call it. No.
I mean,
Julie, I'm waiting. Girl, I'm inclined, I tell you what I love. I think I have back this sort of the Bible of this sort of. Okay, you see the
yes, I can.
I don't know what that is. Call and ask. Call and ask. You gotta know. Tell her call your action, Julie.
Will she change her name?
That quick.
I just got on 555, 1, 2, 3, 4. Got sent straight to voice.
I think she got my address and stuff. She don't. If you could email me, baby, I will give it to you. You ain't even told me what she did. I ain't emailing you. You didn't tell me what she did.
Yeah, I got actually, I might have
Mm-hmm. You ain't gonna have it. That's the same. Oh, you got an LG. Never. LG and LG. LG, LL. LG, LL, and MySpace. This one start calling LG. MySpace ain't never gonna rise. MySpace ain't never gonna. Okay, whatever y'all got. Whatever y'all get a chance, if not, let me know. You can call me or you can. Okay, Sam got your number. We're gonna call you.
You're gonna call me on the way home, Jim. I'm gonna call you on speakerphone while we online, all right? You're gonna have to turn the volume down so it won't be no echo.
Email me. thattodiscreations@gmail.com. thattodiscreations@gmail.com. You won't forgive me your number. Email me. thattodiscreations@gmail.com. Send, get off the. Yeah, we on a break. We're gonna start back up in a little bit. Tasha. All day, that's my number, 555. You know where you can find me, out here in this YouTube streets. That's what you said.
I'm gonna get this your number.
My number is thattodiscreations@gmail.com.
It's a phone right there. Y'all make sure y'all call. Y'all call her. As soon as she got this line, everybody call me. That's your number.
Dial the number, y'all. See who y'all get in contact with. I don't know who y'all get in contact with, but if y'all get in contact with somebody, make it real nice.
That's her number right there. That's it. Y'all call. Y'all wait till y'all call her late in the middle of the night because she wake up. Probably
Get a
about
little
3
out here in
a.m.
the streets, in these YouTube streets too.
Probably about 3 a.m.
Out here in these streets too. Come on. That to this correction. That to this. That to this. That number two.
Like I told you.
It's not correct. It's not correct. Seeing why you put your number on this card, so seeing, seeing why you put your number on this card so I can call you. Maybe you could seeing why you put your number on this card so I can call you. I say email me, Judy. Email me and back to this creations @gmail.com. I do check my well, I probably check. I check it. I check it like every 2 or 3 days. Matter of fact, I need to check it today. I don't like the notification. You get notifications to your phone, email notifications. I don't get. I don't like the ding ding on my phone. I don't like all the notifications. I don't have it on. Are you back? Yeah, we've been on here for almost 3 hours now. KJH promoting. We've been on here for almost 3 hours. Yeah, I understand you. Thank you. That's my license plate. Print. Yeah, you can send me whatever y'all got, whatever you want. I'll take it because I need all the papers and help I can get. Okay, Julie, got you.
You have to go ahead and start pressing the license plate now. How many more questions?
I'm about to public give you my phone number. I don't. Julie said she about to public give us a phone. We're gonna press this license plate. We're gonna press the license plate.
Please come over here with the next song.
We're gonna press the third. Press the five. Thank you. Get the blue. Oh, this license plate, okay, okay.
Now you should be able to, like cut that down so that the cover paper doesn't have to be so big, because you're just using the actual press out. And what you may want to do is go ahead and move the button out of the way, because that way you can see how you would normally be pressing. So to remove the button, all you gotta do is lift it up. It has hydraulics. You just hold it up. All right, so let's put that chair under it. I'll get this out of y'all.
Judah, I don't see your number.
Come on,
Okay. Huh? Oh, okay.
that way you can see how the regular heat press works. Now this, on this heat press gets hot. I don't know why they didn't make this out of a material that has like foam or something on it. It will burn your hand. So you have- so you need to cut some paper.
Judah, I don't see your number.
Don't swallow.
She said she posted it publicly, but I don't see her number. I
I
told her you can email it to me now.
Use it on the dating website.
Yeah, you can go back and rewatch it. I need watch hours anyway. KJH promote. You go back and rewatch it. I need to watch hours. The girls need to watch hours. Watch the replay.
You don't have to read heat tape. So I don't suggest that you use this tape for metal. I don't mind using this tape for like paper to paper or anything like that. We're going to use it today because for heat tape, something to not forget. We need to put the clamp down first. Put it face. Put it down first. You're gonna lay your license plate. Now, normally you would just lay this out, not underneath the heat, but it shouldn't be too bad since it's cold today. We're gonna place the face down, bottoms up. Okay. And what you're gonna do is make sure that you have an equidistant space here and here. That's gonna tell you your heat. Same thing top and bottom. And this would normally be heat tape, okay? So let me just barely tack it on there. You just don't, when you flip it over, you're gonna have to flip it. The heat needs to be on the print side, right? So we're gonna pretend like that is. And then we're going to, this is the reason why I say not do this under heat, but now this is high. So I'm gonna place it in the center. And normally if you press 2 plates, you have to add an additional 20 seconds if you're gonna do another plate. So right now the 60 seconds should be good, but we want to put cover paper over. And then we will, that one is good. Okay. That one's license plate inside of it. Now we did have to check the pressure, so it might be a little hard, but go ahead, pull it down. As soon as you get it all the way down, all the way down. Oh, you used to the other one, so yeah. You let it go the whole time, and then when it pops up, we're gonna be very careful. You might want to, especially when you first start handling metal, you might want to do heat gloves. I'm just gonna show you how I'm gonna carefully not touch the metal and feel the tape off. And then there.
So you always want the 16.
Most of the time, 16 is gonna be, this is what this says her heat press, this is her heat press, so I don't know this press, but I like to go lower heat and lower time if I can get to it, because then that means I get more substance, right? So you're gonna tell your heat press, mine does, I have the same one you have, I can use 385, and then I don't have to do but 45 seconds for most things, and sometimes I can even do like 40 seconds. And it also depends on the paper and even when I do my all over jersey. Okay, so that's how it's open. All right, so now when I take this off, remember that tape was on there, so I'm gonna be very careful removing that. And then we're gonna set it over to the side so that you pull off. It is, those are true colors, baby. True colors and your Photoshop skills.
Oh my,
All
yes,
right,
I'm
now,
here.
now we're gonna let this cool over here. We're not even gonna set the tape off or try to do anything about the time.
Gonna hold it.
And this is just regular text print paper, nothing extra special. It's, nothing crazy about these, but it's always gonna look great on your substrates. And text print, I have not found issues with like leaving marks on your paper, crumbling papers over your machine, or like having the spoon being one sheet of paper at a time. I don't do that. So this one, I have a link for this transfer warehouse. If you use my link, I get affiliate sales. It's like giving me a tip. When I have to pay. Now let's make sure, hang on for a second. This didn't have any lead?
No.
It does, but you can't see it. You will see it on the back of your plate, I guarantee. So, so this is what we'll do. Let's use, where's the one I'm gonna say,
Fold it in half.
You want to cut. Yeah. Okay, so let's use that. That way we can ensure that it's a fresh sheet. Oh, that was right. You can consider it a time. So this is what I see. I'll fold that in. There you go. All right. And then we'll use these. Cover that real nice. Just have at it.
Wait.
Oh,
I didn't say nothing. Nobody said nothing. You're the only one that heard
I
something.
think you did say so. She said so. Then she said that, Eric. She said that. She's like, you see. I'm like, I'm hallucinating. Yeah, my own flow.
I didn't even do nothing. I was talking to the people. What's up, KJH?
Now, who's gonna see when y'all drive?
I drove up here, but she can drive home, and I got a longer drive. I'm gonna have to grab me a Pepsi. Manny, Louisiana. That's like 4 hours and 15 minutes.
Very careful.
Use them Flintstone hands. It's gonna be all right. As long as you use the Flintstone. Uh-oh, look at that thing right there. Look at that thing.
You can hand me that.
Bad.
All right, next.
My bad.
Metal on the bottom.
Use it right there, but that's not right there. Keep your hook on.
I should have said, wait.
That's what you should have done.
Yeah, that's what I should have said.
I wasn't fall for that. I wasn't gonna fall for that. Because it didn't sound like shit.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you, KJH, for promoting me. We got 19 seconds to go.
666 was on it.
You got 12 seconds. Wait. I know. I should have did it earlier. Yeah. Stop, child.
For real.
Let's go ahead and get your t-shirt print and your t-shirt. Well, we're doing a top, I'm sorry.
Bring my stuff down here while you.
It's telling me about Amazon. I had a few mistakes.
Go under there. Go up under there. It ain't hard. All right, Coach E, setting that thing up.
You have to put a, what's the paper in between?
No, I wouldn't. You didn't tell me what I'm gonna do. My bad. You walking all into the camera. You don't play fair. I'm looking behind me. I do play fair. No, you don't. You been cheating all day.
Yeah. Yep.
You been cheating all day.
So make sure you have something inside the shirt.
You had Coach Corey to print your shirt for you earlier. I ain't got Coach E to set your shirt up. Just cheat.
Not the Coach E.
Cheat. Just cheat all day. I'm gonna have to get in the program.
All right. So. So, remember what I do.
You could say this and look.
I do go ahead.
Okay.
Just make sure, no ink or whatever. I know you know how to do it, but I think I know. Some people do it different. But
Some people say tear.
yeah, some people say that. See, it'll be just my mother. I'll be tearing and then I said the whole thing. So it's like, no, I just do that. Call it a day. There you go. And then you go ahead and center your design. Do it however you do it.
You got your T-square?
There you go.
I don't know if I'm better print mine. I ain't got my T-square. I've been using that T-square since day one. I can see. It's worse now.
And then you always put some on top. Let's go.
T-shirts and then we do the tops.
Yeah.
Are we
You want
doing
me
it
to
like
go?
that?
You want it? You wanted me?
We doing shirts.
You want me to go after you? I'm gonna let her go next because I gotta go get my T-square out the car. I put it on 45 seconds, and it usually be fine. 4, 5. Go ahead. You go. She like them people that be at church getting in front of you when you filming and the church done paid me to film, and then they want to get in front of the camera, and I'm like, what I'm supposed to do? I usually have multiple cameras though.
And I trimmed it because some of the can't come on.
Yeah.
And this time you're gonna count 10, 1, 2, 4, 5. I'm alive. No. Because you got to make sure it adheres to the thing first. Okay, cool. Now you go ahead and take your merch off.
She done counted but 9 and it still work. She counted to 9 and it still work, y'all. So y'all may not have to count all the way to 10 if y'all can't count that far. Y'all count to 5 2 times.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
What you said?
Thank you.
You still gonna have to measure. Oh, right. You know it's right. All right. You don't have to because it's a 13 by 19. It's kind of all over. Yep. Bring it down. Bring it down. Bring it down. Still give myself a couple of things. Yeah. You gotta do her.
Say it, I do. Huh?
Just bring it down.
So you got to put. I'm gonna do a video next week. I'm gonna do a video sometime next week. It's supposed to be this week, but I didn't do it.
You
AJ.
really did be sure. You did really tell you was on.
Oh, she did. Yep.
Oh, see? See? That's why I cannot tell. I always tell you to go here. I would have said that too. And it's two right there.
Yeah. Like we here. Look what she did, y'all. She trying to be like,
Yeah.
yeah, get it. She tore her print trying to move her head. Yeah. And she talking about me. She tore her print. Show him your tore print. Show it to him. Show him how you tore up your
I'm gonna
print.
show them how it's gonna work out. They know I'm always listening.
You might as well to match your paper.
Pull it in. Then you gonna count to 10. Go ahead, pull it down. Yeah, if you don't count to 10, your stuff gonna burn up. Okay. Girl, stuff gonna be melted and everything. Yeah, because see, we have 400 degrees, and really you only need 325. Yep.
The best for last. Here she go, y'all. Even though she told her friend she gonna do her shirt. Where your toy print at? Where your toy print at? Cause she crazy. It's gonna work. It might have a little.
Let me get that. And then the reason I cut this off is so the ink won't pull off from the transfer page. I mean, I just do it because we're pressing at a high temperature and it's gonna come off. So if you're pressing at 325, you don't have to worry about it.
So. You would have to wait to
Not really. This one do Fahrenheit 170. Only thing you have to do is switch it. But it'll be at 200 though. That's what I do with mine because I have one like this, but I have 16 by 24. So I just switch it, and then it's already set at 180. So it's just dropped down a little bit.
Is it even on there?
Oh, just put it down a little bit. That's that's it. That's fine. All right, count to 10.
Yeah, that's about to fall over. You're good. You're good. That's what you get. So turn her shirt around.
Oh, I didn't know they wanted to see.
Look at her shirt. Even though she a mess. She a mess. You told her you was gonna show them how you made it right. I mean, follow up on what you said.
All right.
All right, so the way we're gonna do size kind of improvise today is we don't have to spray. And we're gonna do taco method, which is the method that I believe I created. Right?
Socks next, y'all. Socks.
Like that. Let's go ahead and the first thing you're gonna do is put your hands together. Hold it up to the light. This has handy dandy registration points on there so you can see your center mark. You gotta hold it up to the light and make sure that they're even, and sunlight is best. If you have a window, it's even better, because you'll be able to see, or if you have a light box, a fancy schmancy light box. Get those corners lined up there. And the whole point is just to get it in the same position, so when you fold it in half, you should see all four corners. That was a little bit harder to see when you have it folded where all four corners are supposed to be. So make sure you have good light source for that. And of course, the sun is like on the other side, you know. Here, then we'll press it on the table. Down. Just a little bit, so push that out. The glass is there. We just push it to the side there. It's fine. I just want to keep pushing on the table and drop some expensive items. This thing won't have to buy them more than one time. It's just me. All right. So I'm not going by the paper, I'm going by what the print is. And if you're nervous about doing more than one sheet, you can do one at a time and then put one top to one side at a time. Just like we had today for lunch, right? You stuff the tacos side by side. What this allows you to do is have a continuous design. Now, if you want your continuous design to be on the outside and side, I don't really tell people this because I like you to just get used to the fact that you can have the insides here touching, and then what you're going to have is a design that wraps. If you put it face down, bottoms up, then your design will wrap around and look continuous from left to right on the back and left to right on the front. If you don't do that and you just press the front to the side, so I'll give you an example. If I had that flat sheet and I press, let's see what if I press just the front. All right, so if I was just to press it like this, right? And then I go to press the back. Let's say there was something going across here, like an image or words or anything. And then you go to press the back, you just think, oh, I'll just do this. And then you go press the back. It's going to look right when you're walking this way. And then when you're walking away, it's going to crisscross. So if you want to press socks that way, you have to take the socks, pick them up, and slam them like body slam them together. Keep your hands together. Because you're going to act like they're your legs, right? Mm-hmm. Your legs, you just can't flip one around and flip the other one around. And, you can't do that. If you can do that, then I don't know, it seems like some poltergeist that won't need up in here right now. But if you're a regular human being, your legs are going to stay together and it will go front to back like that. But you see, I had to crisscross my arms in order to get them to stay there. So the taco method makes you not have to remember that. You just stick them in here. And you want to make sure that the same distance from the top. You also want to make sure you don't have that smile line. You want it to be straight across. The reason why is because if you have like stripes or anything like that, or words that go across, like even if it's down here, if you have that smile line, it makes it look perfect, right? So if you have plaid, stripes, anything with lines in them, you want to make sure that you're using that out. And just to get in the habit of doing that anyway. Just pushing it down. And then we want to make sure it's the same distance from the top. See how that one's taller than this one? You move this one up, and you push the other one down. Whatever you do, just make sure that they are pretty much the same. And you're supposed to lint roll these, all that good stuff. A hack, if you don't have a lint roller, just get your masking tape, put a little bit around your hand, and just pick it up, okay? Now, I told y'all, I'm a little lazy bug when it comes to lint rolling, but if I see something, I might knock it off, roll it. But if you're very particular, I understand, you should definitely do your lint rolling. Now I'm going to stick this inside, unless I have a graphic that I want to make sure it's centered. But either way, the reason why I like to use the inside is because it kind of tucks it in there a little bit. So if I put this one in about, that's not even quite an inch, maybe that's a half an inch from the top here, then I'm going to put this one in half an inch from the top. Okay. So when I look at it, I'm looking at it face down, bottoms up, same distance from the top here. I removed most of my smile lines so I don't have a weird curve there. And they're about equidistant from the top of the inserts. Now, what's really special about these socks, yes, they're from Innate Lab, that's special, but they have an insert that's free. That insert allows you not to have to roll the edges because it's thick enough to keep the rigidity of it, but it's thin enough to where you don't have to roll the edges in order to get the ink around it. The ink will travel around those edges, okay? So you won't have an overlap and you won't have a white line.
Okay.
So the ink naturally, there you go.
Let me put my
Job.
other one up.
Shout out to
Yeah, I'm just showing us. See, we have continuous print. Now, you can have your line on the outside here. That's because your design is going to change right here. If you want the continuous on the inside, you do that. If you want continuous on the outside, then what you would do is basically you would have to make sure that you're doing your print this way to this way, okay? And make sure that your socks are both still bottoms up. But then you're going to get, because I usually have my line on the outside. Most people want their line on the inside so that it looks continuous from the outside. If that's what you want to do, then you just do it this way. So you have to make sure that whatever you do, you make sure that your line is going to be your, this isn't your line. The fold is actually your continuity. That's your continuation, right? So if you want continuation on the outside of the sock, then you put your top, stuff your taco this way. And you have opposite tacos. If you wanted it to be on the inside, you hold your prints in the middle like this, still face down, bottoms up. And then your line, your continuation is in the center, but whatever you have here and here is never going to quite match up. I'll make a simple one that kind of makes it look like it's continuous, but it's just like a tumbler. You know, when you do your tumbler and it wraps around wherever it stops, it's just going to have that line right there. You're either going to end up with the line on the outside or the line on the inside. So you choose which one. So these are my opposite tacos, but I still put them face down. Okay. All right, so that's what y'all are gonna do. Now, normally we have spray adhesive that we put on there, and basically we create an envelope because when it's tacky, we end up sealing it down all the way around, right? So what we're gonna do now, because we don't have that, is we're gonna kind of create a seal with just taping it. And I believe you could even just like staple, like here, here, here. I wouldn't do that normally, but it would keep it from moving around because the idea is when you flip it, you don't have to worry about where the image is. It's already where it's supposed to be. You still have to flip it, right? So what we're gonna do is take a little masking tape. You have any close by? Thank you. I'm gonna get this jig right up to the top of the graphic up there. And I can feel where the edge of the sock is. I'm actually gonna cut that off. Can someone hand me a pair of scissors, please? Now we're going to use cover paper because we're going to trim so close to the print here that the ink is now, it's a part of the paper, right? But when it gets heated up by the 400 degrees, it's going to turn into a gas. That gas likes to escape somewhere. It will escape into the top of your heat plate. It will escape into cover paper. You want it to escape into cover paper. So if I cut this too close, normally it'll escape into this bleed area. But because we're not going to have a bleed area, because I want to actually take to the side, I want you to be aware I don't normally do this unless I forget to spray adhesive. I'm going to trim it all the way off the top here. So then that way, when I stick my sock in here, I have a little piece, maybe the wrong way, little piece of the insert to take down. And that's just going to help me keep it in place. That's all. Just tuck that into that crease there, all the way down. And you can reuse these jigs. Now I'm just making sure that my sock is not coming up above this print because we have a bleed area there. And I'm just using that to basically keep this inside because I don't have spray tape. Okay?
But if you had it, you would do it like this, right? Or
And then I'm gonna cut off this in here, and I'm only doing that so I can control. I don't want it to be able to move around too much. So I'm basically making an envelope in which normally I would just have spray paint. I don't want my sock in there. Right. And I'm not even gonna go all the way up here. Make sure that it doesn't have space to move there. Be careful on the sock. I'm just giving it a little pointed position. You don't have to do this all the way around, like you don't have to like wrap it like a subdivision of, that is not the point of this. Normally this seal is gonna naturally happen with spray paint. I'm just trying to create something where my sock doesn't follow that. That's good there. And let's go ahead and do our other one. Going this way. This way. Bottom up. Oh, I gotta turn that off. Okay. Everything's tucked into that crease. Because really and truly, the seal is what helps the ink get all to that edge. So you are going to have the seal like you normally would with the spray adhesive. So you might end up with a slightly lighter line down there because you don't have the seal that basically 3D wraps around that side. Right? At this point, I'm not going to do the excess too, and then I'm going to see if I'm able to do this up. Okay. So I'm going to put the first one just to make sure this is going to be okay. Y'all please spray adhesive, and I don't want y'all to have problems trying to flip it. You should be covering this bit with a little bit bigger cover paper. Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger. I want to cover the whole side. So let's see, is that narrow piece longer? No. I just don't trust it not coming back up. Or just cut your piece. Yeah. We can do that. We can just do. That way we want to make sure that we always cover our place. So this is going to be a little bit harder pressure because the socks are definitely thicker. So sometimes you will have to, most times you want to adjust your pressure. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm going to adjust that. Now, how do you use the pressure? Yeah, this press, even though it has high pressure, I can tell it doesn't take a lot of force to get that. What is the time? Was a timer on this? Because I'm gonna let it go another one. I think when I press it down, it started. I think it was 60. Was it 60? I don't think it was 60. Flip into the other side and see. You see how that paper is? That's the same thing that causes ghosting. So that's why you want to be able to have these tack down or you want to take these down. All right, so how I flip it doesn't matter how I flip this now because the print is already where it needs to be. What I'm trying to ensure is that the sock is on the side of there. So if you were holding a taco, you're gonna make sure the stuff, you're not gonna flip your taco upside down without stuffing it, right? So I'm gonna make sure it's on the crease there and I'm gonna put it that way. Less chance for movement, right? Same thing here. I'm gonna pick my taco up like it has some meat in there, and I don't want to lose the meat. I don't want meat in there, lettuce to fall out. So I'm gonna do it like that along the side. You see how that ink travels? We do actually have prints that cut off right at your, at the edge. You're gonna have much more trouble with, some machine loves to catch stuff. So it'll start migrating until something stops. Like I said, sometimes the wrong thing stops. That would do, I think this is gonna be along. So was there anything else that y'all wanted to like learn or press maybe a workshop in the future? Something that you might want to learn?
Erica to do that whole blame thing.
Yeah, and that is basically a class all by itself. It's literally, she will spend about 3 hours making sure that y'all break down the Photoshop file, break it down to the bling part, and then that way when you bring it to silhouette, it's exactly the size that it needs to be. You don't have to play with it, manipulate it to make it fit. That's what I said, once you get something in Photoshop right and you're gonna bling it, make sure you lock that layer or you create a version of it that is locked, because you don't want to lose the understanding that those are the same size.
In Photoshop, so you have to take it out and bring it back in.
No, you don't have to bring it back into Photoshop, but once you create a cut file, you don't want that cut file to be wrong, because you want to make a bling template one time, right? You don't want to make a bling template more than once.
So lock it in by putting it. That's the
You can lock the layers in Photoshop. No, I don't. But that's one of the things that you definitely want to learn there. All right, so let's see. Everything went well with this taco. This taco, delicious or what? Hot. All right, so I'm gonna give it a little time to cool off, and then we'll pull off or roll. Well, I can roll the edges without burning myself. See how there's no white there? That's because the jig is just the right thickness where you're not going to get that white and you don't have to roll. So no more rolling that beautiful bean footage. Don't have to do that. Not with the taco and not with the glass socks that have the free jigs.
So how long will it take to get the order socks from you?
They're usually shipped out in 1 to 2 business days.
Okay. And socks are on the website.
Yes, socks on the website too. And if y'all order anything today because you came to the workshop, you will be able to order everything on the site at 40% off, including socks, graduation sewers, whatever you have on the website. Okay, see that? You don't have that white harsh line. And I'm rolling it too hot. Did you see where we wanted it to be continuous? It wraps around.
So that will be the inside.
So this will be the inside. And actually, no, we can do it to the outside. But even the outside is not that noticeable because our gradient didn't necessarily cut off left to right. But it just depends on how your design goes and what you want to see out. So these are still a little hot. I'll let them cool off. And y'all can go ahead and set up the next set of designs to the side. I want this to go. Let me throw this in the trash. Of course.
Y'all ain't know. Where's the light? Need it.
You stand
Oh,
on
I was supposed to. If it makes it easier, just do one sheet, fold it in half, and next sheet, fold it in half, and half.
I'll give it to my son, because he always wants this like something. All right, so we got the purple right here. And we put the Innate right there. No, I ain't standing in front of your camera. I'm moving away from your camera. Make sure it's straight and down. It's a long thing. I think I done checked out. I checked out a long time. Yeah,
Your
bring it
t-shirt.
up some.
Yeah, your t-shirt. That don't fit the
Yeah,
bag.
bring it up some.
Just want to make sure if you fold it too long, then your socks will end up with white on
Your
it.
t-shirt.
Come outside. It's,
Bring your sock.
I'm just doing it so that you
Maybe I
know
should do it down
your center point.
Anyway, your power.
Yeah, you always get it close to the top. The reason why it's so long is because this can do up to the large socks and extra large socks. The extra large socks, the black goes all the way to the bottom because they're longer. So you always want to go closer to the top, but make sure you have some bleed here. Oh, you gotta trim it right at the print. So when you trim it right at the print, you can have a little bit of overhang. So trim the top off there.
I think my design wasn't right. So you think it was like a little too low or a little too high? I made it too big or something. I don't know.
Is it hanging off?
I don't think it's gonna be on top.
I got you. Well, I'll help you fix it. Figure out what we can do to make it right.
A little.
Make sure your t-shirt makes it on the top. Okay. So trim that one, and I'm gonna see if I can fix this one. Pull that one. Okay. Oh, so what we're gonna do? No, it's not that. It's really more or less because the design is centered and not at the fold line. So your fold line would, if you want the design centered, you would keep the fold line, and you wouldn't get you wouldn't be able to push yours into the crease. It's that. And I do think the shirt is like a little catty cornered, like it's not straight up and down, so it's kind of making it difficult to see if you have it straight, but it'll make it on there. So I still suggest you just stuff it into that center, though, it'll make it easier. And then all you gotta do is pop the top out just enough to see. Okay. Because that one I just taped just at the top, it stayed in place. So maybe this is an alternative to doing it without the spray adhesive. Spray adhesive, like, it really aggravates my nostrils and stuff. I don't particularly like it.
If it's starting to use for embroidery, we can make it thicker.
Some people use that. The one that I use is from Heat Transfer Warehouse. It's called Albakin. I do use that. I'm going to go ahead and watch this. Mm-hmm. And I just did a little tear right there. Put that tear stuff in wheels. I don't want to use the scissors. Let's see if that works. I'm talking about, let's see if that works on your socks. I think that's good. I've never done this before. I've always done this right now. So it doesn't move around in there. So we made up a taco tab method.
Yeah.
So
So if they don't come out right, I'll give it to you.
there you go. Matter of fact, that's why I confirmed my other sock today. I wore mismatched socks. I'll show off my mismatched socks. It's the style now. The kids say it is. And you don't even have to cut it. When I did that, it's good. Now the only reason why I did cut it before is I needed to see the edge of it. So you can. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I know you like the real paper. You don't want to use the scissors. You know, you're right here. You know, you want to rip that paper.
All right. Does that helps us take out our frustrations, right? When you rip stuff. All right, so you are ready to roll. Go ahead and make sure you have your cover paper in place. You have the bottles. Is the bottles. I think that paper's clean. You're good. You don't see on the top. Right. Right. Yeah. And I think it was on the bottom. No, that's right.
It wasn't all the way on. I don't know. Okay, mine.
There's your soul. I mean, your tape. I said, there's your soul. I mean, your tape. You see my line?
It's on 16.
Oh, no.
I watch us.
That's what happens when, oh, you cut the top one.
Yeah, I cut it out, but like they are used to.
What you mean?
These insert things they got.
You know what? I'm thinking that it's not much like this. Because you don't want to shoot. So designated somehow, and then I got these stuff right here. They're not the same.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What you can do, really, it's just that they didn't hit it, right? So they have the exact same file for many. So what you can do is you can kind of shift the same place. It's just a matter of shifting.
Oh, you can have it. Yeah, you feel. Oh, they just watching this. Let me turn around. I need to turn around.
Those turned out. The colors look better here than they did on the screen. Yeah, like they are like really working together, and it's like it looks so colorful.
It's good. I don't know why. Somebody think I know what I'm doing.
I just saw it in first.
I want to see what way mine is. I want to look at mine and see how it is. Because I don't know what I'm doing with mine.
I say, we thinking the same. I say, I'm gonna come over as soon as I leave this.
So she said, did it like that, there you rip it down. I think you just didn't want to do this.
Cause I don't do it that way.
Because I ain't never did this before.
But you did an excellent job on yours, so I figured you would do an excellent job on hers.
See, something ain't right.
It's okay as long as they press.
These hooks, she making me do hers. She been cheating and slacking all day.
I just pressed your sock. I just pressed her socks for her. What's she talking about?
She shouldn't even pass the class.
I just pressed your
When
socks
y'all
for
get
you.
them certificates at the end of the class, y'all, yeah, put everybody name out be on her.
I don't do them like
You
that.
did her first shirt. Then Coach E did her license plate. And now I'm doing maybe right. This one could be right.
Oh, like, so, I don't know what I was doing. Fine. Thank you. I did a good job. Thank you. She didn't do nothing. She just left the same colors on her. She didn't do nothing either. She cheated. She didn't change her up. Y'all want to see the student socks? She just left the same color. She didn't change out nothing. She called me a cheater, but you know, because I changed my colors out. Because I changed my colors out. They cute though. They cute and things. They cute and things. What you looking for? Oh. She did all right.
I'm gonna use all these for the examples in my sheet.
Oh, but you gotta make it. You're gonna have to be able to change the colors out and make it.
No, I'm just gonna put it up. I can't even make them. I'm having to make my own design because I don't have, I don't have that file.
Yes, you do. She said it's gonna be in your aquarium.
I change it. I think it change like all right, what you doing this one? I didn't get to do my phone.
You just flip it over.
See, you got me doing your stuff.
I did yours, so I want the opportunity to do mine since I did yours. You did. You're doing an excellent job. You're doing an excellent job. Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm just gonna say go home. The other socks I had gave you, just make me another pair.
You gonna have to read the directions on the way home, and then you can't go to sleep.
I ain't sleeping yet. Last on the way here, I went to sleep because I had stayed up till like 2 o'clock. She was laughing until I had my head like this.
I was like, let me see, babe. Let me see.
I ain't heard nothing she said. smoky.
You gonna reveal your own site?
I could, but I did reveal yours.
Did they say let them cool first?
I let yours cool first, but I ain't let them cool up there. I just set them on the table. I don't guess it matters. Judah say that's right that I revealed yours. Hold the camera since you wrote it. Just hold the camera.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you do it. 'Cause you got your Flintstone hands, you can do it. You remember watching the Smurfs and they didn't need no oven meat or nothing? That's how the Rita did it. Like when she cooked Thanksgiving dinner for the family. She cooked Thanksgiving dinner for the family and she just grabbed the whole pan out. The dressing and everything. No oven meat, no time.
I do be doing that.
No,
though.
nothing.
You know that's what I be doing. I grab it hot.
She ain't even dry.
Boom.
It match your what you got on now.
Yeah, so that-
So what you think about the class?
it's a great life. I'm so glad I came. You know, and you should. Innate Academy is the place for you. Oh, that rhyme.
What other is it any other class what's behind you? What's behind you? Is there any other classes that you will you come so this cable won't come out, please? Well, can stay right there. Stay right there. Go, don't stop. Come on, keep going. Go fast. Run run over with it. She won't move out the way. I'm trying to move out the way and she won't move.
I ain't know you just said come forward. See how you got to come forward, backing up until the side. You see, you got me bagging.
No, I came over this way. I came over this way. Here, let me get rid of the evidence. You're gonna have to delete this video.
It's saying false. Come over here. Come over here. Okay, yeah. So can go put some some bling on those socks. I might. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. It's a great idea. That's right, KJH Promotions. That's right. You too. Go on, put some bling. Judy, you always laugh. You always laugh. But I think we are pretty much done for today. We done. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. And I thank y'all for watching. And I might come back on. I'll be on the way home. But we finna clean up, pick up this glass and stuff that's broken. And then I'll come back on. Y'all want me to come back on the way home? Riding home. Got about a close to 3 hour drive. I can come back on once we get in the car. If y'all want me to. Just let me know. Y'all want to ride home? 'Cause it's about a 2.5 plus 3 hour drive though. So we're wrapping up here. So we're done with the Photoshop. We're done with the bling. We're done with the shirt. But I'll come back on. Okay, I'll come back on. Let me know what I need for rhinestones. You need some rhinestones, of course. You need some flock. You need some transfer tape. You need a picker up tool. You can buy a template off Etsy or I buy most creative fabric, and you can buy a template off credit, or you can make your own. Like I said, I'm gonna do a video one day this week. I go back to work this week, so I won't be out. You need to buy. Yeah, you need to buy flock, transfer tape, a picker up tool, rhinestones. That's about it.
Or y'all can come join my group.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Perfect combination.
Telling your group name. Oh, you just said it, perfect combination. So there you go. You can join Coach E's group, and she can teach you. She also got a website. Matter of fact, you can buy the stuff off her website.
There you go. Perfect combination designs.
Right. So there you have it. So I'm I can't leave it. Oh yeah, that's a shirt, right? Oh, let me turn my camera on. I got it.
Can you see it though?
Sure can. See her shirt? Perfect combinations right there. She got a bling group. She taught the class today, so yeah, she got everything you need for rhinestones.
There you go.
Everything you need, Coach E. So join the group. Go to her website. Check her out. Not any transfer tape. It has to be one for rhinestones. What's the name of that transfer tape? I don't know. What is it called? It's just transfer tape.
Yeah, it's just transfer tape.
It's just transfer tape.
Uh-huh.
Let me turn y'all back around.
I hate you got to all of that.
I know. Okay. Tell them what they need. Tell them what's on the website.
It's flock. It's rhinestone transfer tape. Hot fix. Pick me up tool or brush. All of it. It's not perfect, but I love it. I would definitely love to see it. Oh, not the baby's booty talking about shaking my head.
It's called hot fix rhinestone transfer.
Right, but I mean, everybody calls it something different. It's a perfect combination designs. Yeah, I mean, everybody call it different. You know, some people say magic flock, some people say sticky flock.
Oh yeah. Well, we're gonna wrap it up, y'all. I'll get back on here once we get situated and get into the car. So y'all look up and go back live. Thank you to Baby's Booty. Thank you. I'll do all that once we get in the car. I'm gonna sign back on y'all. Let us get situated and get ready to go home. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all. Until I get in the car. Bye y'all. Bye for now.